Oh. There we go. That's been fixed. Set this to off. God, I gotta really pause. OneDrive. Quit OneDrive, thank you. Hi, lady. I started stream time. It is stream time. My stars, my brain is taunted. So I gotta type one thing. There we go. Copy that. Copy the little Twitch link. How are you, lady? Ad! Ignore the ad. Ignore the ad. Get out of here, ad. Play that? Wait, play what? Copy link. Pasting link. Pinning link, as one does. Oh, in stars and time. Right, let me write that down. In stars and time. That does look like an interesting game. Huh. RPG, story based, 10 out of 10 on Steam, 6,000 reviews? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's not even that old of a game. Alright, you know what? Here, I'm gonna screenshot this on my phone. I might. That actually looks pretty good. I thought it was, for some reason I thought you were referring to a different game. That actually looks legitimately pretty good. When did I get to 660 on, oh well. I like it more than Mori. Really? How long is it? Is it like because the Mori's kind of long. Is it like a 6-hour game, 8-hour game, 10-hour game? It's long. You know, maybe. I'm kind of finishing up a story game here and there. Maybe I'll give it a go. Might be a bit before I actually fully commit to another game, but now I'm always down to hear about different like RPG-esque games. I should probably post this on Twitter. Whoopee. It's weird way the longer you take in a weird way, it's the longer you take, the better it is. Honestly, I feel like with a lot of games though. There's quite a few games like Amori, the longer you take, the better it is because you get to like talk to all the characters and get like a good feel for everything. Kind of same with Undertale. Like if you were to speed run, you can't speed run a narrative game. Or else you kind of lose the biggest part, which is the narrative part. And it becomes kind of weird. Yeah, I haven't been playing as many narrative games lately as I really wanted to. Wait, who's this? And why did they follow me? A real person? I'll consider following them back. Yeah, with Amori, the longer you take, the longer you sit in the emotional space, it makes the catharsis of the ending more impactful. Exactly. Definitely. Oh. Kind of same thing, I think, with like Undertale or Undertale specifically, because the more time you spend in like the world of Undertale before like getting to the end, the more you like really care about these characters, and you're like, okay, wait, all of these characters are kind of nice. And it makes you start questioning the characters you see in the future, like, maybe these characters are kind of like all these other guys I've met who aren't actually evil and just want what's best for their group of people. Alright, sorry, pasting another thing on. Yep, post that. Man, I'm tired. But not too tired. I could have been more tired, but I took a bunch of naps today. So I feel better. I've been playing a lot of... I need to finish... I have 2 narrative games I'm playing right now. One of them is Baldur's Gate, so a lot of narrative. Well, I think it's not a direct relation with time, but just more of a matter of emotional investment. People tend to get more emotionally invested over time, which is similar but different. Yeah, but I think it's got to be time with a purpose, kinda. Well, I guess it depends, because like Stardew Valley, you probably get more emotionally invested in Stardew Valley the longer you play it, but they don't necessarily have more like narrative stuff. You just love the world and things like that. But as like Amori and Undertale and those types of games, they've got like a lot of extra content. So the longer you stay in the world and don't move on to the next side, you get to explore more of the world and stuff and find more like interesting bits. Like Breath of the Wild almost. The longer I took getting from point A to point B in Breath of the Wild, even though there isn't like a strong narrative structure, the more I kind of fell in love with like the way the world was set up and like doing dumb ways to get around and things like that. So, you know, I think you're right. I think it kind of depends. But obviously you get games where you spend so much time in the world, but like all of that time is like grinding levels or currency, and that sucks. And then you're like, okay, I just want this to be over with. Because, like, at that point, you're not exploring the world because you want to and it's cool. You're exploring the world because, oh my god, where's that last piece of wood? I need that to build my thing. I hate this. But then you get people who play, like, Factorio, and they're like, yeah, this is the best game ever. Or, no, Satisfactory. And that's all that is. What do you mean, rubs hands mischievously? What do you mean? You play Satisfactory? Okay, well, there's no one here, so maybe I'll do a little bit of practice drawing. Spoilers? Spoilers? For Satisfactory? I'm probably never going to play it because my computer probably wouldn't handle it. My computer could barely handle a gacha game factory sim. It's not going to handle a legit, like, hardcore sink your life into it factory sim. All right. Let's go with, I'm gonna just do a little masterpiece. Why don't I do a little drawing? Oh. Well. Yeah, I'll do a little masterpiece. Why not? It's just me. I can play for as long as I want. Where's my pencil? I need to get a new drawing kit. Lady, what should I draw? What should I draw? What should I draw? I played Satisfactory. I like it because I have autism. But I get bored of it quick because I have ADHD. Ooh, the conflicting powers. I think I don't have autism and I don't have ADHD, but I've definitely felt that. Where like I get a quick burst of like, oh, this is really interesting. Let me play a bunch of this. And I play a bunch of it. And after a few hours, I'm like, I want to play something else. Well, to be fair, I feel like a lot of people in America now have something that's very equivalent to, or very, wait, that's like every game I play. Well, not only that, but like a lot of, well, not even Americans, a lot of people around the world are continuously having worse attention spans and are explicitly designed by our media to make our attention spans worse. It definitely compounds people who already have ADHD, and I feel like gives ADHD-esque symptoms to people who would not normally have that. So now games have to like get your attention and hold it. I really wish I could disable YouTube Shorts for my feed. Yeah. For me, it's Twitter. I do way too much Twitter scrolling without Twitter posting. Frankly, I should post more on Twitter. I should post like VTuber stuff, but I don't. I'm lazy. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna draw something. I'm gonna take. Let's see. I'll take 10 minutes to draw something, and we'll see what I can draw. Oh, I know what I'm gonna draw. There's a new character in Guilty Gear. There's a new Guilty Gear character. Wait, where the hell is my other? I'm gonna draw a giraffe. Oh, I could draw a giraffe too. There is also that new Guilty Gear character, lady. Have you had a chance? Draw Jam as a giraffe. Okay. That might. You know what? I'll try that. I just typed in jam into Google. Of course, that's not going to give me jam Guilty Gear. That just gives me regular old jam. All right. How's the volume, by the way? Is the volume reasonable? Volume okay? Okay. So let me see if I can understand Jam's like hairstyle. Also, since we're talking Guilty Gear, and I'm not feeling this low-paced music. I'm not feeling this low-paced music. It's also incredibly quiet for how loud it is. Yeah. How's this better? Is this better? There we go. That's a picture of Jam. All right. Did you see the patch? I'm aware it happened. I haven't checked that out. Has there been some major changes? Oh no! Did Potemkin get nerfed? They changed a ton. I'm aware they would change a ton. I just have no idea what they changed yet. Who's the new? Who are the new meta? Wild Assault is really interesting. I was just kind of getting used to using Wild Assault. I'm a little surprised. I didn't think people had that much of an issue with it. I kind of like the mechanic. Hammerfall gets beat by Lowe's. Potbuster, no more armor. Yeah, let's go. Maybe I can finally beat up a Potemkin player now. All right, I got a picture of May. Here we go. Or not May, Jam. Why did I say May? This looks so stupid. In exchange, Potwalks perform 2% faster. I don't feel like that's a good trade-off. I feel like if I'm a Potemkin player, I don't feel like I'm enjoying that trade-off. I'm not. There we go. They also nerfed like everybody. Oh, interesting. So is it just a longer time to kill then for most characters? He has to do the slow one. Asuka can't pay health to regen mana anymore. Huh. I wonder what their opinion, why they decided to do Hortension. Huh. Did anyone just get a buff? I don't know. Wait, I gotta fix this hair. This hair heart is just horrible. There we go. We do like that. Asuka stasis all. Asuka oscillates. Wait, stasis rotate. Now separate specials tied Staves Olate now, separate specials tied to his active deck now instead of spell cards. I think I understand. Like that. Oh god, this is so terrible. This is awful. This is a rough opening drawing. What the hell is this? Ew, no, Crow, quiet. This is not, what? Why is this the FIFA Qatar soundtrack? Give me back Guilty Gear. Excuse me? Oh, because Aisha sang for that, maybe. That would explain it more. Gross, give me that Guilty Gear music. This is my dumbest drawing ever, I think. Perfect. Look at this lovely, lovely. I've heard of Gold Lewis and Lee remain the top of the food chain. Ugh. As they have for years, yeah. God, this is just a terrifying drawing. I didn't even do a good job. Can I zoom in? No, I cannot. I was planning on zooming into her face a little bit. You know what? Let's stop there. I don't need that drawing haunting my dreams. I don't need that giraffe jam raff. Also, I've heard Venom is strong now. Really? So basically, annoying range character, Gold Luis, and what would they make it? What makes him better, though? What makes him better? Oh well, you know, it's been about, let's see, about 15 minutes in, and nobody's here for drawing. So maybe I'll pivot to something else. Here, let's swap the music a little bit. Here we go, we'll just do this. Pivot to In Stars in Time. I can't buy and download a game and then immediately play it on stream. I gotta take a second. You know what? You know what? Here, let's do a little. Give me half a second while I. You know what? I'll open up Steam. At most, I'll open up Steam. I'll open up Steam and take a look. All right. Give me a second. Oh, is Graveyard? That voice is me. Oh my god, Graveyard Keepers is 100% off. I'm gonna grab that real quick. One sec. I gotta grab a game real fast. It's like that's 100% free at the moment. Just don't mind me. Just gonna grab that real quick. Graveyard Keepers. Okay, yeah, there's a game called Graveyard Keeper, which is kind of like similar to a Stardew Valley-esque game that is currently free. I already own it. In Stars and Time. Okay. Okay. All right. Wait. Let me do something real quick. I don't normally do this, so give me half a second. Let me open up. Okay. 1 second. Making sure I don't like reveal any sensitive information. Ah. Ooh. Okay, that jump scared me slightly. Oh, so the loops are on purpose. Oh, okay. Oh, and it's like, okay, so it's like an RPG battle system. Huh, the art style gives me Steven Universe vibes, kind of. Interesting. That's a pretty good review set. Very good story, very strong characters. Interesting, and it's all black and white. Or at least the trailers suggest it's all black and white. I don't know. Maybe a fish head? Oh, I see. Wait. Oh crap! Someone was on. No, I saw somebody was on. Somebody was on for a second. Fish head. Anyway, sorry. I gotta. All right. Interesting. You know what? I'll add that to my wish list. I'll add that to my wish list for potential stuff later. You know, maybe I'll stream it. You know, lady, you haven't asked me to stream anything in a while. Maybe I'll stream it at some point. It'll take a minute because there's some stuff I gotta get through first before I do that, but I can definitely potentially do it. Anyway, let me get the music back on. But no, that's a good recommendation. It does remind me a little bit of like it does look kind of Memory-esque. Not exactly. The time loop is interesting. That's an interesting concept. I wonder if it's like almost well, not a roguelike, but like the day keeps resetting. If you die, you start from the beginning kind of thing. Okay. Here, I'm gonna put in the top corner. Let's see. Let's change this for waiting for more drawers. And we'll put that up at the top. And while we wait for more drawers, I can do dumb stuff. Let's see. What do we do what do we do dumb stuff wise? What's dumb to do? Oh yeah, lady, you wanna play Hangman? You wanna play tic-tac-toe? Nah. I love each and every member of the main cast, individually and as a group. Well, that's great. You need group dynamics for that kind of stuff. All right, you know what? I'm gonna actually work on like, maybe I actually work on like a masterpiece. Let me double check something real quick. Man, it always baffles me what days do well for stream and what days do kind of wonky for streams. What? Sorry, I'm reading something from my D&D group. Cave lacks the aura it was supposed to have? Okay, that was dumb. Never mind. Man, maybe I need to open up like, what is Chills? What is it? Like, the internet guy who has funny internet videos? I have funny internet Twitter videos, but I can't show my Twitter account because it occasionally doxes me, which is really weird. I'll get ads on my Twitter for like where I live, which it should not be doing, to clarify. But if anybody is currently on and wants to join, we could just do some very chill masterpiece. I'm just waiting for people to actually appear. I mean, I guess I could draw myself, and we could say I draw for like 10 minutes and then stream. No, wait, sorry, not into stream. Draw for 10 minutes and then reset. But yeah. The link, by the way, should be at the top of chat. If it's not, that's on me. But it should be there. Yeah, wait, I've got my phone on the side. I can see it. It's there. Man. Wowzers. I was on a flight today. I slept the whole time. I opened my eyes. I had 2 hours left in the flight. Closed them. Opened them again. They were gone. It was over. I had a burrito too. I'm just giving my day. My general day. I bought Lego. I bought a Lego thing for like the first time in like years. I bought a Lego thing for my desk. Anyone guess what it is? Oh, maybe I should draw what it is. I bought a Lego thing that's a I could have either gotten like one of those Lego flower things that people get, but I decided nah, that's too basic. So I bought the one that makes it look like stones. Do I have a picture for it? Wait, actually I have a picture for it. 1 second, I can get a picture. Lego rocks. Yeah, wait, that actually worked. That actually gave me the thing I was looking for. Okay, wait, I thought that... No, that's a WebP file. WebP file. Crap. All right, never mind. Ignore that. I'm not... Well, I guess I could... I hate WebP files. They're the bane of my existence. Whenever I make a video, it's always WebP files. Hey, Zephyr! What's good? Hey, how are you? I'm just stalling for time since I'm the only Gartic phone user at the moment. So I'm talking about my day. How have you been? Okay, rocks. This is all right, chat. This is what I got for Legos. I'll show you in a second. I just have to grab the PNG. I got. Where the flip is the image? Hey, Strawberry Jam. All right, good. We can start in a second. All right, 1 second. Yeah. Whoa, why is it so big? Okay, wait, let's do that. And then, why is it upside down? Been doing chores all weekend. Other than that, it's been chill. Oh, nice. I traveled for a bit, went to a place, got this. Look at that. It's a cool little Lego thing. I haven't built it yet. I can join later, currently in a Mahjong game. Ooh, how's it going? Also, here, I'll start drawing with Jam. Let's go. Jam, feel free to draw whatever you want. Yay. Feel free to draw whatever you want. I'm going to be drawing something very particular because, here, I'll go off on a little tangent. I don't know who was here for this, but for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even 4, I was helping a streamer friend make a Pokemon team because they were in a Cobbmon server and they were going to start battling people. And here, I'm gonna find a picture of this person because I want to draw them because they're so cool. Anyway, this person, their name is Shiba. They had a tournament 2 days ago. They got entered into a tournament. Shiba has not played a lot of competitive Pokemon at all. Almost none. Virtually none. I offered to help Shiba with the team unprompted because I was bored and I wanted to learn some Pokemon stuff and I thought it'd be fun. I even had a stream where I practiced with Shiba's kind of unconventional team on actual VGC rules, and won a little bit. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad team at all. Shiba had the tournament 2 days ago. And it was weird because Shiba's tournament Shiba was not supposed to play in this tournament. Shiba was supposed to be, like, I think playing the junior tournament, which was for people who were kind of more unused to Pokemon and stuff. And what Shiba did was Shiba actually subbed in to the senior tournament to help somebody out. So Shiba was going against people who are actually, like, people who do Pokemon. For, like, like actual people who know how to play the game, who are pretty good at playing the game. And so uh-oh, Shiba has like 48 hours to get prepped for this thing, or a little bit more time than that. So what I did was, well, I'm already in for a penny. Let me make you an entire document on exactly what team you should start, what your order should be, because in VGC rules, you start with 6 Pokemon. You can pick 4 to bring into the fight. Your opponent can see what Pokemon you have, but they don't know which Pokemon you're bringing in at any point in time. And you kind of just have to prepare. And the other caveat for this game is that every team in this Kalamon server must have must be like almost like a gym leader-esque team. They must follow a certain typing rule. Shiba had to have either a flying, a dragon, or I believe a dark type. So Shiba could not deviate from that. So we went in this with the understanding that the people Shiba would be playing against are people who know actual legitimate strategy, would be playing a very specific type each time. And so I did my best to come up with what I would think would be approximately the best lineup for Shiba under every circumstance. Not just what type our opponent had, but the rest of their team, whether or not they had a specific Pokemon on their team, basically prepping it as much of as an actual tournament thing that could possibly happen. Shiba did the tournament. The tournament was way later than Shiba thought it was going to be because of some miscommunication, and Shiba had to do back-to-back-to-back fights with everybody seeing their team and fighting every single fight one after the other. Shiba is inexperienced, has never done this before, and terastallized their Pokemon for the first time that fight. Shiba lost 1 round and won 6 other rounds, meaning Shiba won 3 games total in a row, no breaks in between, every round after losing the very first one because Shiba was a little hesitant about swapping and stuff. And like most of the time, Shiba was making in heat of the moment decisions that they did not fully understand, but accidentally creating a very stressful but accurate like winning strategy. Like, it was insane to watch. Shiba beat them. She beat every single person in this seniors competitive match, having never done this before. It was amazing to see. I was so happy for them. Yeah. To be fair, Shiba, I think Shiba's best bit was that Shiba was not following meta in any capacity, and that worked because the teams people built were not to meta because there were no legendaries, no special Pokemon, no legendaries. It had to be the baseline Pokemon. No mythicals, no like, you know how one of the recent gens, there's like Area 0 Pokemon that are like iron treads and stuff. Nobody could use that. So Shiba actually had access, because of the dragon typing, to some pretty damn good Pokemon. And what actually surprised me the most, because I had never used this Pokemon before, was this Pokemon called Dragalge, which is a dragon poison type, which Shiba picked presumably to deal with the fairy types that Shiba might have to deal with. Dragalge was kind of a monster. It knows a move called Sludge Wave, which is kind of like Surf but for poison types, and it just wrecked everything our opponents had, and none of Shiba's opponents ever tried to like immediately get it off the field except for one. And I made Shiba's entire team very bulky because Shiba's team was kind of slow. So we gave Shiba's team Tailwind and some bulk, and I didn't think about it a whole lot, but I think we accidentally made Shiba's team hard to counter most of their opponents, because most of their opponents were using Trick Room, which Shiba's mods were pretty slow. Most of their team did not have Tailwind, and so the moment we set up Tailwind, Shiba's team was faster than virtually all of the other opponents, and not only 3 times the entire game did Shiba's Pokemon ever get one-hit KO'd. And it was under very extenuating circumstances, and it didn't even cost Shiba the round. In fact, one of Shiba's mon that got one hit KO'd was by Shiba himself because they accidentally hit one of their own Pokemon with Sludge Wave, which is okay. It was a fair trade. And admittedly, Shiba didn't quite know the type matchups either. To be fair, I actually got one of them wrong too. But it was like a lightning in the bottle kind of situation, because every time Shiba made a mistake, their opponent made an equally bad mistake. Like there was one point where Shiba was down 1v1ing a Pokemon. Shiba's Pokemon was frozen, was losing HP, and 100% should have lost. But their opponent was using a super unaffected move and forgot that they had a super effective move to kill Shiba's Tyranitar, and the Tyranitar woke up and swept after that. And just like everything kind of fell into place at the end. I think Shiba's best fights were their last ones against what I thought would be the hardest matchup for Shiba. But Shiba like came in, kind of aced it. Like Shiba had amazing positioning. By the end of the battle, Shiba had amazing positioning. Was terastallizing at the correct point in time every time, taking out specifically the Pokemon I suggested that they take out that would give her trouble. That would give them trouble, and Shiba did it every time, and did it perfectly. Like the first battle to the third one was like night and day. The first battle, Shiba was fumbling a lot and was able to do it because their Pokemon was strong. At the end, Shiba won because Shiba was just playing better, and that was awesome to see. Like it was so cool, and also it's nice because spending 2 hours helping Shiba come up with a team unprompted. Shiba did not ask me to do this. I did this because I thought it would be fun. It's so nice to like put that time in and then see someone actually benefit from the work you put in. I was so worried that everything I did was just kind of like not good and would be more harmful to Shiba than helpful. But I think I did a decent job giving Shiba like moves and items that they would be able to use reasonably. Because there's a lot of really weird strategies in Pokemon. Like there were some people trying to set up Trick Room. There's people who were trying to do like Parting Shot and some really weird stuff. And I just said, Shiba, don't swap. Don't swap out unless you're certain. Just go until your Pokemon dies, throw in the next one, and keep hitting them. And Shiba did just that, and Shiba won. So I think it might have been that because our strategy was so simple, maybe simple's the wrong word, so like tried and tested, that it like cut through all the intricacies of like the advanced teams and just kind of gave Shiba the win. Like nothing, our team was so bulky that just nobody could kill anything Shiba had on the field in any reasonable time. Sorry, I've been geeking out about this for like the last day and a half. Because I was there the whole time during the tournament. It was like 3 hours. And watching Shiba play was so super fun, by the way. Just super fun to see people like play competitive Pokemon when even when you don't know a lot about it, because you're like, oh, what would they do? What would be the best move to use? What are they planning on doing? And trying to gauge and guess things. It's almost like a game of chess in a way. And it's super fun, and I enjoy it a lot, even though I don't really play competitive. I usually watch people play, so this was my first time like kind of in any form or fashion affecting a competitive game, and it was super fun. It was super fun, and it was really nice not having to deal with legendaries, by the way. I feel like legendaries kind of, maybe not tarnish, but it kind of makes the experience a little annoying, because if your opponent has a legendary, their entire team is going to revolve around that legendary. It's just what's going to happen. So if your team has no legendaries, suddenly your opponents are like, okay, interesting. What are they trying to do? There was actually in the junior team, so this is not the team that Shiba fought, but in the junior teams who Shiba was originally going to fight, they had some very interesting strategies. Some stuff I'd seen before and some stuff I've actually used myself. Like Guts Ursaluna, which I was terrified that Shiba was going to have to face, and I had a whole like contingency plan for. Never materialized, but Guts Ursaluna was terrifying. There's Pokemon using Expanding Force and doing like Wide Guard, some very like esoteric moves that normally you wouldn't see, but people were using them and using them in very like good reasons too. Like, the junior teams were going pretty hard. It was very interesting to watch. It's super cool watching people not familiar with Pokemon look up a bunch of videos on Pokemon and try to, like, figure out what would be the best team for them. Admittedly, I think Shiba had a slight advantage because Dragon types are just so strong. Although Shiba really only had 2 Dragon types. We had Garchomp and Dragalge, a Tyranitar, a Hisuian Samurott, which was kind of a wild card, and a Corviknight. Corviknight was awesome. Corviknight set up Tailwind. Corviknight could hit Pokemon with Steel-type moves and Flying-type moves, and that did a bunch of damage. And wait, one second. I gotta get Shiba's shoulders are more broad. Shoot, what am I thinking? Actually, I'm gonna turn this red for a second. All of Shiba's Mons came in handy. Like, Shiba unintentionally created kind of a perfect team setup. Dragalge was the bulky damager. Corviknight was the setup Chipmon. Samurott was sneaky. Samurott we didn't use a lot, but when we used it, Samurott was perfect. Samurott I actually made specifically to be a counter to intimidate Pokemon, and on our last opponent's team, they had an Incineroar that Samurott kind of just dog walked that Incineroar. There was nothing that Incineroar could do against the Samurott because the Samurott had an item that made it so Intimidate did not work on it. And being a water type, and a relatively fast water type too, it just decimated. God, sorry, I'm just gonna ramble about it for a while. It was such a fun, like, tournament to watch. I was at the edge of my seat. Shiba gave me a little bit of a heart attack here and there with some of their choices, but at the end of the day, Shiba made far more correct choices than incorrect choices, even with a significant information disadvantage, and ended up sweeping the tournament in a way that I did not think. I was telling Shiba, you know, you're at a disadvantage. Any win you get on the board here is amazing, but don't, like, be worried. Just do your best and stuff. Like, egg on my face, Shiba won it all. God, I haven't popped off on a stream like that in a while, and I wasn't even my stream. I was just in the chat watching. Yeah, I'll keep it blah. All right, this is pretty good. Strawberry, how are you doing? Do you need more time? Do you need more time? Ooh, I should do a little Pokemon thing in Shiba's air. Like 5 more minutes? Sure thing. I'll give you 5 more minutes. Anyway, that helped stave off my disappointment of Pokemon Champions, which just released, which apparently is kind of a bit scuffed at the moment. Apparently it's kind of like not incredibly well optimized and stuff, which is a little disappointing. Wait, what does a Pokeball actually look like? Pokeball. Okay, it is white at the bottom. All right, let me do that. That's great. Man. Ooh, I should actually circle it around with this real fast. No, I should do white and then circle it around. That makes more sense, actually. What if I did this and then did this? Do like a little bit of like a, let's do like this. So it's like a little earring thing. And then we do like, actually I can zoom in. There we go. I can zoom in a little. Anyway, that was my fun thing this weekend. Sorry I didn't also stream more this week. I was basically traveling all of this week for not for fun, unfortunately. Well, at the end of the day, this weekend was for fun, but most of the weekday I was traveling for work-related stuff, and so I couldn't stream at all because I would always get home at like 10 o'clock at night without eating. And so I'm like, well, stream would be cool, but I would be at the worst possible, like, version of myself. So I postponed it. Hopefully, though, this week, It's kind of up in the air how this week goes, but if this week goes well, I'll be streaming a lot more, and hopefully having more fun, being able to take it a little easy. Let's do a little of that. Well, how was everybody's week, by the way? I just rambled about mine. I got Legos. I helped in a Pokemon tournament. All good stuff, but hopefully you all had a relatively good week. Oh, I also went to a Korean restaurant. It was really good. I got bibimbap and Korean fried chicken, and it was all awesome. I also had tofu for the first, well, not for the first time. I had tofu that I actually kind of enjoyed for the first time. I'm not even a big tofu eater, but they had a very interesting tofu dish that a friend ordered, and we were like, oh, huh, not bad, not bad. Admittedly, I'm still not a big tofu guy. I don't like the texture that much, and I'm not a big fan of the taste. But in this small instance, I did not mind it. It was kind of interesting. That's green. A little bit of Shiba ear. Maybe do like a little bit of like a... No, that doesn't quite work. What if we did more like this? I rewatched Indiana Jones. I did rewatch Indiana Jones, the first movie. I'd say outside of the weirdness of the relationship between Indy and I think her name's Marion. Not a bad movie at all. It's kind of a nice rewatch. I might rewatch one of the other ones at some point. But it was good. I almost rewatched Lord of the Rings, but I did not. I didn't quite get through it. But I brought those on the plane and kind of watched those. Man, I'm always like, oh, I need to rewatch Lord of the Rings, and I rewatch the first hour of the Fellowship of the Ring, and then I never get past that. Oh. I never get past that, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta get back. I actually need to watch the director's cut. I know that's a daunting task, but I'm like, well, I feel like I gotta do it at some point. I feel like I gotta watch the director's cut at some point, because apparently there's a ton in the director's cut, and it's like hours longer. But it's not like, that doesn't sound like something I can just willingly do. Oh, Strut, did you just finish? I see a one of something. Just add on to my screen. Let me give Shiba... What's Shiba's eye colors, actually? I kind of forgot. Okay, it's kind of great. Cool. Yes, just finished. Okay, awesome. Give me 1 second. Over that. Cool. I'll call done there. Huh. I like my little Shiba drawing. I'll send this over to Shiba later. Save that down. Your art is cute. Thank you. Thank you. I was using a reference, but I didn't use the reference for the pose. I only used it for the color. Shiba's not too bad to draw. I just don't... Wow! That is a Giorno Giovanni. Oh my god, Straub. That's really good. Oh my god. Wait, I gotta zoom in. I gotta zoom in. Look at this Giorno. Look at this Giorno here. Ah, man. Oh, the eyes too. You did a great job. Wow. What's really funny is your sketch is really awesome, but I'm almost more impressed with your colors. You did a great job coloring this thing in. Thank you. I'm heavily into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure right now. Oh, then my condolences for how Part 7 released its first episode, and they're like, yeah, we're not. Then we was quiet for 2 weeks, and they were like, okay, we'll release it sometime later. The rest of the episodes. I'm not a huge JoJo head, but I do like some JoJo. I do like some JoJo. Right? I do like some JoJo. I think part 4 is my favorite, just because I like Kira and I like kind of the ensemble. But part 5, I do think has the best crew. I think that's pretty like generally received. I like Jolene too, though. I kind of really like my favorite like individual JoJo that I kind of like. I think it's Jolene, which is kind of crazy. Although I do like Josuke's like, right. Well, I do like Josuke's. I do like Josuke in part 4, where he's just like a force of nature whenever Kira's around, and Kira's like, oh, who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is this guy who can stop time and punch me in the face? Excuse me? And then spends the rest of the show avoiding him as best he can. Who say my love part 4? Yeah. You know what? Straub, you want to do another round? Let's do some part 4 JoJo. Let's draw some part 4 JoJo. I love... my favorite JoJo piece of media, though, is the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but really, really fast. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but really, really fast is I think some of the best videos on the internet. They are so funny. Lol agreed. Yeah, I keep quoting it. I quote it in my everyday. Wait, I'm trying to think. What do I quote specifically? I'll say the enemy. And the worst part is I'll say it in front of like my brother, who does not watch JoJo, who does not watch those videos. He's got no context for what I'm saying. I'll just say the enemy. when we're playing like Call of Duty or something, and he's like, "What are you saying?" I don't know. Wait, shoot, what's the other one? What's the other one thing I say? Crap, I'm trying to remember. There's so many iconic lines in those videos, though. Oh, it's a manifestation of my fighting spirit. But I'll say it in, like, the voice. I think I said, was I playing, like, Marvel Rivals or something? Anyway. I need to watch those videos again. They're so good. They're so funny. Okay. Let's see if I can do... Maybe I'll try Kira. Maybe I'll try drawing Kira. I've never drawn Kira before. I'm not a big... God, I love to... It's Araki, right? Araki's art is, like, so amazing. Like, I honestly... I think there's, like, museums dedicated to his art in Japan. I would love to honestly go see one of those. I'm not... Yes, it's so good. Yeah! Like, it's insane. I know he takes a long time to get his, like, chapters out, which is why a bunch of those, of his like, chapters have taken so many years to make. But I respect it. Like, oh my god, nobody does art quite like him. It's crazy. And it's so realistic, too. Not that an anime or manga has to have very realistic drawings, but like oh my god. All right, let's add a sketch layer actually. Why is this sketch not working? Why is this not? No. This. Okay, wait. What if it did? Okay, that isn't working. Okay, 1 second. And if I did this and that, okay, so interesting. So it's the sketch layer is not letting me use it properly. Oh no, it does. Okay, cool. Let's make it light. Ooh, Kira's face is going to be hard, actually. Kira's has a very... Well, I guess any of Araki's art has a very striking quality to it. I'm very bad with proportions, too. That's probably my biggest... My biggest issue is that my proportions are always a little too off. Oh, how long is this round gonna be? Probably not too long. Straub, let's do like 15 minutes. And then we'll open it up. Bye, Square. Does that work for you? Straub and I are just doing some JoJo drawings. Let's see. I think I need to get his head up a little bit. But anyway, welcome in, Square. Welcome in. Let's see. It's interesting, Straub. How much JoJo? Like, are you just the watcher of the anime, or do you also read? I have a friend who reads all the manga, and I've been told, not by him explicitly, but by others, that Giorno from Part 7 is the best like side character, one of the best side characters of any JoJo ever. Let's see, we do something like that. Maybe I'll just block out his hair a little bit. Giorno is the main character, Part 6, though. Wait, crap, am I getting confused? Wait. No, Giorno. Oh, wait, my bad. I'm getting it mixed up. Oh, my bad. Not Giorno. I'm getting the names mixed up. Crap, what's his name? Gyro. Yes, sorry, it was G names. It wasn't Giorno Giovanni, it's Gyro Zappelli. My bad. I got the G's mixed up. Thank you, Square. Thank you for the correction. Let's go with the... let's see, Kira's hair seems to be a bit wider. Ah, yes, he's the best. Joe Bro. Right, it's Joe Bro. That's the technical term. However, I've got to admit, I think I like my favorite Joe Bro. I think is, oh boy, Part 5. Oh my God, crap. What's his name? I'm really bad with remembering names. I love Bucciarati. I love Bucciarati. Maybe that's a hot take. I kind of love his stand. I love kind of how cool he is and how, like, is this spoilers? I guess the part's been around for a long time. Like, how, I'll be vague, how committed he is at the end, despite the fact that he's very likely dead, just to, like, keep pushing for as long as he can. I also like watching the train fight with him and how he's going crazy during it. Yeah, Bucciarati's goated. Yeah. I also really like his outfit for some reason. I don't know what it is. I find the zipper motif really, really cool. I like the zippers. Although Part 5 has a lot. Like, look, I'm not even the biggest fan of Sex Pistols, but oh my God, I'm forgetting this guy's name. The guy who shoots the gun all the time, and the gun never really kills anybody, but he still, like, puts in the work needed. Shoot, what's his name? I'm forgetting all the JoJo names. There's so many JoJos. Mista. There we go. Because that's how the bullets say it. Mista. I like how he's in, like, the fight with White Ice, and they're just, like, he's just shooting them and getting shot, and he's like, come on, kill him. I do wish I kind of watched more of Part 6, because I do like Jolene, and a bunch of the Jolene's characters too. Like, I think Weather Report is sick. I remember watching the anime. Weather Report came on, and they played the piano soundtrack, and then it was just there. But unfortunately, I kind of dropped it after when Netflix didn't release the full thing, and kind of just left it out high and dry. And I'm like, come on, man. I was down to binge all of part 6. I mean, I think... How do I say this without being spoilers? I think Jolene has one of the most heroic ends of a JoJo ever, even though technically she's not the one to defeat the final villain. I think she has one of the coolest like moments at the end there. Like, despite it all. Let's do that. Maybe we'll block out the eyes a little bit. Maybe the cheek. The cheek is a bit too much. All right, Square. What's your favorite JoJo? I've been talking too much about my favorite. I'm not even a JoJo. I'm not even a huge JoJo fan. I just very much respect it. Maybe like right here. Yeah, actually, that's probably better height for. That's probably good height, and then you got like that, and then you get the eyebrows, which go like that. Like that, and then oh crap, I need to get Killer Queen. Man, where's the image of Killer Queen kind of behind him? There we go. Got that, and then we can do like, I'll be a bit more loose with Killer Queen. This Killer Queen's gonna look really scuffed. I also kind of like Killer Queen as a stand. It's kind of weird, and in a way that I kind of appreciate. I mean, I guess technically Part 6 stand is kind of weird too. Do a little bit. Oh man, getting a little bit off. All right, let's do. All right, you know what? This is good. Let's get actually. Wait. Oh, that wasn't the sketch layer. That was the actual. That was the actual layer. Well, that's fine. That actually just eases things up a little bit. Let's do like this, and then just. Here, I can commit now. Also, I'm gonna skip this music a little bit. I don't like this as much. Skip. All right, Straub, just as a heads up, I think we got about, well, let's say about 5 minutes before we let other people in. Here, let's set this actually at not full. Do that. With that. That. Hmm. Uh. Let's see. How do I do this face properly? Spam got spammed. Let's up the nose a little bit. The nose is a little far down. Hmm. Hmm. Let's do a little bit like uh hmm. There we go. He's always usually kind of frowning. God, how does he draw? How does Rockets draw so much detail in these art pieces? So crazy. With that. With that. Maybe do like with that, and then we got Killer Queen in the back. All right, I need a picture of Killer Queen. Give me that picture. Let's see. Let's go with this one will work. Oh, I didn't even realize there's a picture where he had a hand in his mouth. Why do you make the David Bowie stand-in the guy who likes hands so much? Hmm. Okay, I gotta get another picture of Killer Queen. Killer Queen. Here we go. Okay, I see. There we go. Perfect. All right, I think we're good. They're square. All right, not my best drawing. I should have had more time to really color it, but I'll take it. We'll save it down. And we have Straubs. Kira! Yo! Oh crap! Wait. Oh man, I'm forgetting his name, but I know his stand. Acts 1, 2, and 3. Echoes. Sorry, Echoes. Act 1, 2, 3. Crap. Is this Koichi? He's such a outstanding guy. Yeah, he's such an outstanding guy. This is such a good one. Oh, you're so good with colors, Straub. I really like how lively you make your backgrounds and stuff. Honestly, I think Rocky would be very pleased by the green-pink combo. Thank you, of course. All right, Square, you just joined in. What kind of theme you thinking? There's not a lot of us, so we get to pick our own themes at the moment. Yeah, for Masterpiece. Yeah. I put some oat milk in my coffee and it tastes good. I don't know, man. All right, I can come up with something. Let's go with. Let's see. We did essentially part 4 already. Let's do part 3. JoJo part 3 theme. Here, I'll put. Yay, okay. Yeah, I'm down for that. All right. So just anything related to JJBA Part 3. Anything. It could be a character, it could be a stand, it could be a joke. Anything tangentially related. Whoop. All right. Let's see. What do I pick? Oh. All right, I know exactly what I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw my favorite fight in part 3. All right, I got this. I know exactly what I'm doing. Where is it? I'm looking for in a specific scene. What's it? There we go. Yeah, I'll do this one. Actually, no, let's not be too weird about this. Let's keep this kind of reasonable side. It's funny how Araki went from drawing the most buff men around to drawing more lithe characters. What? I like it better as a face. I'm gonna do this face instead. Let's do this instead. Like that. Like, no, that doesn't work. I'll just erase this, I guess. This. What do we do? Like. There we go. All right, this is starting to look good. This is starting to look good. All right, let's see. Okay. I feel like this is coming together. All right, now I gotta zoom in. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't like how this is looking. All right, I'm gonna remove the. They really do emphasis on the lips in a way that I cannot do, so I'm not gonna try. We'll just do that. And then do like a low kind of. Let's erase this. Do that. I think his nose and his whole face is actually down a little bit further. But that's okay. We'll do like that. Let's do, actually, yeah, let's do that, and then we gotta get the kind of the shading done. Like that. Ooh, it's starting to look good, actually. And then... do that. All right, what if I zoomed in and did like all right, I like this. I actually really like this. Actually, this is really turning out well. Hi, Shmina! Hello, hello, how are you? Actually, let's erase some of the lines on here. I should make them more intentional if I really want them here. Anyway, how goes it, Shmina? How are you? Well, actually, I should even do a bit more blood. So tired, but for Gartic Phone, I'm never too tired. Yay! Why are you tired? You have a long day? How about you? I'm good too. I'm tired because I had a big trip that I just got back from. But I'm doing well. Do this, and then maybe a bit more for the hair. Hi, Metro Boomin. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hey, we'll probably take another few minutes before we start. Well, no, but it is currently in the morning. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, Shmina, you can do what you want, but be careful. Oh, Metro Boomin, thank you for the follow. Just make sure you don't hurt yourself. I read a very concerning article today about like the dangers of sleep deprivation and how you have way more than you currently think you do, and people are very bad at gauging how much sleep deprivation they currently have. I was worried about it because it described me perfectly, but just be careful, all right? How long this round y'all doing? I'd say another probably like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a little less. I want to make sure I give Polnareff his dues. What time is it where you are at? It's like 10 o'clock at night. Oh, yeah, it's not that late. Let's go with, actually, like this. That's not dark enough. What if I did more like... All right. Okay, wait, how do I do this properly? I think I need to go lighter. But yeah, we've been drawing mainly JoJo characters for the last few minutes, which I'm having a lot of fun with. There we go. And then maybe a little bit more lines around the face a bit. And maybe a little bit more dark red. Gotta be, yeah, no worries, no worries. We're not gonna start immediately. I'm done whenever. All right, awesome. I'm almost done too, so Straub, let me know whenever you're done and I'm good to go. All right, I gotta change the song real quick. All done? All right, I think we're good to go then. Yeah, for those of you who don't know what I was drawing Polnareff as he is fighting Vanilla Ice. And I think that's it's one of actually the first JoJo fights I've ever saw. I think I was watching Mother's Basement videos on like some of the best fights in anime. And I forget if it was Mother's Basement or someone else, but it was somebody's video of how awesome the fight was. And I watched it, I'm like, yo, this is sick. But it's Polnareff, basically a side character taking on the second strongest guy in the entire anime after having just lost to two of the main party members. And he like, normally I guess this guy's not really that cool, and he's like legs broken, last moment of life, not only figures out the guy's weakness but barely kills him and survives, saying probably like taunting the dude the whole time. He has also the greatest trash talk in this fight, I think. Yo! That's such a good Jotaro. And I like the dolphin motif. Oh, Straub, is that your little Straub logo? Is that your little Straub logo right there? I very much like it. Here, we'll skip the. Yes, yeah. Yo! Is that whole horse, right? It kind of reminds me of the pose from The Matrix, right? I can't draw JoJo's? Hey, I could tell what it is, right? I was asking because I actually haven't watched as much of part 3, so I never got to Whole Horse. But Whole Horse is the guy with the gun and the funny hat, right? Wasn't Whole Horse actually considered to join the JoJo team at some point? I'm getting that confused. I know he didn't die, technically. Anyway, very nice. This reminds me, is this not the pose from The Matrix? Where it's like Trinity is holding the gun up and saying, dodge this? I was trying to draw the Overwatch MVP? Really? This reminds me of The Matrix for some reason. I don't know what it is. That's not a bad thing, by the way. It's an iconic scene in The Matrix. Well, Shmina, Metro, welcome in. What would you guys like to draw? What kind of themes were you guys thinking? Any more thoughts? We were doing JoJo, and we could keep doing JoJo if we want. We've done part 4. We've done part 3. Technically, we did Straub did a bit of part 5 with Giorno, but we could do it. We could redo part 5, or we could do something entirely different. Whatever you guys are thinking. Loki, get me off doing humans. That's fair. We could not do humans. I don't really know much about JoJo. That's fine. We could do something entirely different. We could do Pokemon. Oh, Square, thank you for the follow. We could do anything, really. I was planning on drawing some Pokemon today. For those of you who are late to stream, basically the TLDR is that I was helping a friend out with a Pokemon championship thing that they were doing. They were doing a little Pokemon tournament. I was helping them out, and they ended up sweeping the tournament and winning. Or, well, I guess technically it wasn't a winner's tournament, but it was 4 people. All of them had to fight each other. They won all 3 rounds, which was awesome. And it was all best of 3. They only lost 1 of the best of 3 fights. So that's 7 fights in total, only lost 1. I was so happy for him. All right, let's do another masterpiece. I'm gonna do Pokemon. You guys can pick. If you don't want to do Pokemon and want to do something completely different, like a scenery or something, you are more than welcome to. I'm just gonna draw. I need to draw one Pokemon. I need to remember which one it is. But that's what I'll be drawing. Pokemon, JoJo, whatever you think. Pokemon is too broad, not gonna lie. All right, do you want to do a specific gen? If you do a gen, we could do a specific gen or a specific type. Oh, pick a type? Okay, let's do water types. Let's do water types. I like water types. Or like a trainer's teams. Oh, that's not bad either. You know what? I'll do water types. You have to pick a water type and draw it, or something else if you technically want to, but I'll put water type as like the general theme for what we're drawing today. All right, begin. All right, so what is my favorite? My favorite water type is probably, I really like Milotic, but I've drawn Milotic before. I really like not Garchomp, Swampert. But I've drawn Swampert before. I kind of like Piplup, but I've also drawn Empoleon before. I've drawn Lapras before. You know what? Maybe I'll draw Palkia. Although Palkia is kind of like the least water type Pokemon. Maybe I'll do a quick Google. What are some water type Pokemons that I like? What are some water type Pokemon that I like? I could just draw straight up Mudkip. I do like Mudkip. Mudkip's pretty sick. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna draw Hisuian Samurott. I'm gonna draw Hisuian Samurott because that was one of the Pokemon on my friend's team that helped carry us to victory. So I'm gonna draw Hisuian Samurott. Yeah, I'll go on that Pokemon tangent again. I forget who heard it specifically earlier, but yeah, I was helping my friend out. My friend does not play a lot of Pokemon, and I was bored, and they're on a Cobblemon server, so they were like, I'm trying to figure out what team to do and what to... Well, they knew what Pokemon they wanted, but they didn't know what, like, moves and items to do, so I was like, well, here, let me try to think that out for you, because I like watching Wolf Glick, who does competitive Pokemon, because I find it funny. So I looked up a little bit of stuff. I practiced in Pokemon Showdown a little bit. Came up with a basic team for them to use with like moves and items. And they had their tournament just 2 days ago. And this was a tournament against people who actually knew how to play Pokemon. And they weren't supposed to even be in this tournament, or at least not on the higher brackets, which they were on, because they had to substitute in for one of their teammates who was, I think, probably a bit more of an avid Pokemon player. So they had to play against, Shiva had to play against a bunch of Pokemon players who were really good. So I came up with like a game plan for them. They implemented that game plan perfectly and at points better than what I could have thought of, and ended up winning the entire bracket, which was awesome to watch live, and very stressful to watch live too. There were a couple of really close matches that went down to one Pokemon each, and a couple of matches where it really came down to who made the first mistake that led to whoever won to actually win. But it was such a good round of fights too. Everyone had kind of weird different teams. Shiba's team was like a bulky... Basically, the best way I can describe Shiba's team is like a bulky, heavy-hitting team with Tailwind, so we could do some control. And for some reason, that was just a really hard counter. Oh, hi, Gemini! Oh, wait, it's been a minute. How are you? Hello, hello! How have you been? Still making music, I see on Twitter. Hello. But yeah, it was basically a big bulky team with a lot of dragons and stuff, and there was no legendaries allowed. So Shiba got lucky because Shiba could use a lot of dragon types, and it was such a fun, man. So yeah, Shiba's team was bulky. We had a team that was heavily fairy stuff. I still make music, it's just slowly and painfully. Me with YouTube videos, slowly but painfully. Slowly and painfully. But yes, Hisuian Samurott was one of the Pokemon that they were using. Hisuian Samurott, honestly, not too bad of a Pokemon. I thought it was going to be kind of like one of the not as good starter types you can have. Turns out, like, you give Hisuian Samurott, I think it's called, it's an ability that makes all cutting moves deal more damage, and then you give it a couple of stab cutting moves, and suddenly this thing's like one-shotting Excadrills and Incineroars like it's nothing. And then we gave it an amulet so it can't lose attack. And this thing was like a menace to the one Incineroar team that we had to fight, because the Incineroar could do nothing. The Incineroar would pop in, attempt to lower this thing's attack, fail, die immediately, and this thing would still live, which was awesome. And my other favorite Pokemon on that team was Dragalge, which just basically sludge waved everybody, which is the equivalent of a poison surf. And it was my favorite moment in the game was when our opponent made a mistake and swapped in 2 fairy types into a giant sludge wave attack, took out 3/4 of both of their health, poisoned another, and we got Tailwind up, basically sold the game right then and there. It was so awesome to see. There's so many cool moments in Pokemon. There's a really weird one too. We had Rocky Helmet on our Corviknight. It got hit by an attack that does multiple attacks at the same time. Accidentally killed their Pokemon, killed their second Pokemon that attacked us because it was at such low health. They only ended up winning because of a technicality that because their Pokemon attacked first, they won, even though all 3 Pokemon died around the same time. It's very weird, but a very funny interaction. Sorry, Gemini, I'm just talking about a Pokemon tournament I was helping out with, and having a lot of fun with. Ooh. I know nothing about Pokemon, but glad you enjoyed it. Yeah! Yeah, I watch too many competitive Pokemon stuff. I actually find competitive Pokemon very interesting to watch. I like seeing what Pokemon are actually considered good in competitive that you wouldn't, like, normally think about at all. Like, you wouldn't think well, you might not know Incineroar, but for those of you who know Pokemon, Incineroar is considered one of the best competitive mons because of its utility. Not because of its attack at all, but because it knows Intimidate and has a couple of other weird things about it. Which is cool, because you wouldn't normally think about Incineroar at all like that. I just find it really fun. But yeah, Gemini, wait, you sound like my friend who's into Smash Ultimate tourneys. I like Smash Ultimate too, but I'm not as big into it anymore. Dog, Incin is like top 3 strongest mons, right? Yeah! Well, it's like, obviously, for context, a strong mon in Pokemon battles in like VGC tournaments is not necessarily the Pokemon that does the most damage. It can be, but oftentimes it's the Pokemon with the most utility. Incineroar has a lot of utility. Its Intimidate lowers attack instantly the moment you throw it out. It knows Parting Shot, which swaps it out for a different Pokemon and lowers, I think, either the attack or the defense of your opponent's Pokemon. It can know a Fire-type move. It can know Knock Off. It can know Fake Out, which is a huge move to use. Basically, an Incineroar has a crap ton of utility. But I knew at the time that someone was going to use it because they're going to look up what's the top Pokemon in VGC, and Incineroar was going to be up there. So I'm like, well, someone's going to bring an Incineroar, and it's not us. So let me have a Pokemon that can insta-counter it. So Samurott with a Clear Amulet means that Incineroar's Intimidate doesn't work, and Samurott one-shots Incineroar, which I guessed but didn't check if it actually did until the tournament. And so Samurott was just screwing it up. But there's other Pokemon that you don't think about. Whimsicott, huge in tournaments, really good because it has the Prankster ability, which means it can do status moves first. Even if it's slow, it can do status moves first. Other really strong moves. Amoonguss, the Among Us meme, where the Pokemon Amoonguss, really good. Basically because it can sleep opponent's Pokemon, it knows Rage Powder, which directs all attacks towards it, other stuff like that. I had to specifically make counter plans for Shiba to use in case Shiba came up against any of those Pokemon. And then there's other Pokemon that aren't that popular in tournaments at all. Like, I don't think Gardevoir is that popular in tournaments at all. I don't think Garchomp used to be really popular in tournaments, but it's no longer that popular because everyone swapped it out with more recent Dragon types, but also legendaries. However, because this tournament didn't have legendaries, Garchomp we got in, and Garchomp was putting in the work. It definitely died very quickly to Ice-type moves, but Garchomp with Earthquake and Garchomp with Scale Shot is a very strong Pokemon. What else? What else do I want to do here? But there are some really weird, like, there's obviously a lot of legendaries that are very good, but I'm not that interested in the legendaries and what legendaries can do. I'm more interested in, like, what regular Pokemon can do. Like, did you know, like, what is it? There's a couple of non-evolved Pokemon that are really good in actual tournaments if you give them an Eviolite, if an Eviolite is for Pokemon that are not fully evolved, I think it almost doubles their defense to make non-fully evolved. Yeah, Dusclops. Dusclops is really big, I think, in actual tournament play, even though it's not like Dusknoir, you'll never see. Dusclops, you'll see if with an Eviolite. I forget exactly why. I think it's because it knows like Will-O-Wisp and a couple of other very interesting moves. Not really recently. True, not recently, but it used to be really big. I forget what. I think there is a Pokemon that's used more recently. And there's been a new, like, the Pokemon Champions, which just released, probably has a bunch of new meta. I think I saw a very disturbing new meta where it was, when the game first drops, there are no restricted, it can be good. Yeah. Square, did you see, I think it was on Twitter, I saw, do any of you know, there in Pokemon, there are a couple of moves that are a guaranteed kill if they hit 100% of the time, but have like a 30% accuracy? There's a move called Sheer Cold, which does that. I saw a very concerning video on Twitter where it was I think it was a Mega Evolved Hawlucha, and that Ice Cream Pokemon on the field. And I think that Hawlucha did some weird move that swapped its ability with the Ice type and made it so that Sheer Cold was a guaranteed hit every time, which is a terrifying prospect, by the way. Just absolutely scary. No Pokemon move truly should be one hit unless you go through an absurd amount of effort to get it to that. Skill Swap plus No Guard? Yeah, I think it was Skill Swap plus No Guard. I think somebody taught Skill Swap to Hawlucha and gave that Ice Cream Pokemon No Guard, and it was just sweeping. It was just sweeping. That was so weird to see. Yeah. One of my favorite things is I'll watch Wolf Glick, and Wolf Glick is famous particularly for a very unconventional Pokemon style, where he will use the move Perish Song. Perish Song is a very weird move. It makes it so that unless you swap out your Pokemon, there's a countdown that happens, and if your Pokemon hears Perish Song, it will die in 3 turns unless it swaps out. But there are some Pokemon that make it, and some moves that make it so that your Pokemon cannot swap out. Wolf Glick is very famous for winning, I think, a tournament specifically with this Perish Trap team, which plays Perish Song and then prevents your opponent from swapping their Pokemon out, and then Wolf Glick just like wins. And apparently it's not necessarily the easiest thing to deal with, which is admittedly very funny. It's also a very tricky, like, people don't really get upset at him because it's like a historically incredibly tricky set of situations to pull off. Snow Warning Vanillux counters the weather meta right now. Oh man. Yeah, there's a lot of weird meta stuff. That's why I like more restrictions on actual Pokemon tournament stuff, because it forces people to get really creative, and you can do a lot of really creative stuff with Pokemon. That's why I get why people get upset when the Pokemon Company does weird changes, like removes moves and stuff, or removes items or other things like that, because the items and the abilities are like half the fun in an actual Pokemon fight if you use them properly. They didn't really matter in as much in playing the normal game playthroughs, but in tournament stuff it can matter a lot. High skill floor barely gives you an advantage. Yeah, basically. Oh yeah, for Perish Song. Yeah, but Wolf Glick loves that thing, man. Wolf Glick loves Perish Song like it's his own child. I think I forget if he said it's almost a compulsion for him to play Perish Song all the time. But he'll make really interesting videos about like the best Pokemon for competitive play throughout the years and why sometimes that was the case and such. Like I watched a very interesting video specifically about like the best ground types, and he was talking about how Garchomp at one point was like legitimately a competitively viable and interesting Pokemon to play at tournaments, like an absolute menace. But then once Mega Evolutions came around, suddenly Garchomp wasn't really that interesting because Garchomp's Mega Evolutions kind of suck compared to basic Garchomp, which is really interesting. And then other Pokemon kind of replaced it. Hey, it's actually how Wolf-Glick videos were how I learned actually that a move like Body Press exists, which I actually put on Shiba's team. Body Press, for those who don't know, is a fighting type move that increases damage based off of your Pokemon's defense. So you can run, I don't know, an incredibly defensively bulky Corviknight and give it Body Press, and even if a Pokemon intimidates it, it's still going to do a stupid amount of damage because Corviknight is stupid tanky, especially if you train it to be stupid tanky, which I did, and which it came in very handy when we were dealing with steel types or dark types. But yeah, if you ever want to get into like competitive Pokemon, which is not necessarily something I would recommend you do because I don't even do it, I just like follow the scene a little bit. Wolf-Glick videos are awesome. Plus, Wolf-Glick is like not. Some people I think paint him a little bit like that. I don't think he's pretentious at all. I think Wolf-Glick seems very like a down-to-earth kind of guy who just really loves Pokemon, and being kind of a villain during tournaments, but not in a bad way. I don't mind it. But it's really interesting. I used to do a little bit against my brother. We would try to play Pokemon against each other, and my brother was very good. I think my brother on a freeze team against me and like froze every one of my Pokemon constantly, and that was so frustrating to play against him. How's everyone doing, by the way, drawing? How's everyone's drawing doing? What do you mean? I mean, my brother would run like Ice Punch, Ice Beam, like a Bomb the Snow, a couple of ice types, and just got so incredibly lucky with the amount of freezes he was able to pull off. Like, I think he froze my team like so, freezes like notoriously impossible to consistently land. Yeah, I know. I think I got 3 Pokemon frozen that one game I played against him, and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? That's half my team. I know, I think Pokemon Championships just changed it so that freeze acts kind of like Sleep, where the maximum is 3 turns. It's funny, our Pokemon actually during the tournament got frozen a lot, but we got lucky because whenever our Pokemon got frozen during the tournament, it was already at like almost death's door, so it wasn't that big of an issue. There was a particularly annoying Gastrodon that froze our team twice during the tournament. But luckily both times we survived. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a team that really shouldn't have worked, but it did work. My brother's team. Which, you know what? If you're gonna, I can only kind of respect it. If you're gonna run such a competitively unviable team and somehow pull it off, I can't be mad. You just kind of did it. All right, so I think I'm good with my. Well, I'm almost good. I think I might want to make a little adjustment. Oh, I almost forgot one last piece. There we go. Honestly, I kind of want to do more Pokemon tournament stuff or Pokemon matches against you guys. It was honestly really fun to do when I was testing out Shiba's team. A couple of people from chat volunteered to play against me, which helped a lot, by the way. Like, chat was able to help me come up with some really good strategies. And the best like Mon team to like have for Shiba's team. And it was very fun playing against you guys, even though you guys knew exactly what my team was and how to beat it. It gave me some good insight, and it was just fun. I wouldn't mind playing, like, I don't want to do like actual like climb the ranks kind of Pokemon fights, but if you guys ever want to do like, hey, Pokemon Day for chat, let's all beat Lachlan's ass and stuff, I'm always down. Do a little of that. Actually, that's a little too red. All right, we'll say 3 more minutes, unless anybody says something. We'll say 3 more minutes. I like this picture, actually. I think I did a good job here. Actually, let's go with, like... Nah, maybe like a half color. Yeah, I like this. I think this is. I mean, to be fair, I did kind of like cheat a little bit off of drawing because I was looking at one of the pictures here. But ooh, I forgot. His eye has a little bit of red in it. Ooh, something else I'm very excited about this week. There's a lot of shows I need to catch up on. I gotta catch up on Witch Hat Atelier, which just released. I gotta catch up on Marriage Toxin, which just released last week, I think. I gotta catch up on Daemons of the Shadow Realm, which is from the maker of Full Metal Alchemist, or the writer of Full Metal Alchemist. It seems like a very interesting... it's an interesting setup at the start, so I'm curious how that goes. What else? There's quite a few really good... I've been seeing so much anime on my timeline right now that seems to be really high quality stuff, which is great because Jujutsu Kaisen just ended, Free Run ended, so there's a lot of stuff I get to catch up on and watch. Which I don't know how many of you watch anime, but there's a lot of good stuff out right now. So if you guys need any recommendations, I got a few. All right, I think we're about good. Anybody else need time? Anyone else need time? I'm gonna hit it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll assume that's it. 1 sec. All right. I just realized I don't have actually chat up at the moment. Should I do that? Wait, where is chat? Is my chat broken? No, TTS works. Wait, where's my... Wait. Do I not have... Do I not have... Wait. I just realized none of chat is popping up. I just realized that's not a thing that's currently happening. There we go. Oh, that's kind of weird. Huh. Huh. Oh, well, not too much of an issue. I don't even think that's the right chat, actually. Wait, that isn't even the right chat. What the hell? Hey, can someone type something in chat real quick? Just like just anything in chat. Yo. Huh. There we go. Okay. Thanks, everyone. There we go. That's what was missing. All right, we're good to go. All right, I found it. It was just hidden away somewhere. Yeah, I just posted my last. Can't wait to see. Same. I just posted my last video on YouTube, or my stream on YouTube. I have a VOD channel, and I realized it just looks like I'm talking to myself for 2 hours because I didn't have stream up on it. So I'm gonna try. I gotta remember to do this for Gartic Phone. All right. I gotta double check real quick. Let me just make sure nobody drew anything cringe. Nope, everyone drew something cool. All right, let's make sure this looks as big as possible so that way everyone can see all the cool art. And we got my art, which is my Samurott drawing, which I thought was actually pretty cool. I like it a lot. So I'm gonna save that down. Fire, thank you. I did use a reference, but I think I gave him enough personality that it was still like kind of neat. So, yeah, it's so cute. Thank you. Somehow I made him look like younger than the actual Samurott model, which was kind of funny. I think I gave him a bit more personality. Anyway, next, and we have Straub making a Primarina. Very pretty Primarina, by the way. Primarina was definitely one of the challenges Shiba's team had to face during the tournament, because Primarina is a very strong slow Pokemon with like a lot of fairy type moves. Yeah, Straub is an artist. Straub is a very good artist. It's a very nice Primarina. I like how regal her eyes look. So very pretty. Also, Straub, very nice little Straub. I like the little Straub. All right, next up, we have Square. Yo, Dracofish! Yo, that's such a cool Dracofish! Every line is so effective, yeah. I also like the background too. This is a very nice Dracofish, Square. I forget that this guy is a Pokemon because he's so weird. Such a weird looking fella. Like, you got little flippers right here. But this is very nice. I like you did a great job too with like the shading. You made him look very round and with very, very like, oh my god, eyes. Like he's definitely seeing something cool right now. He's seeing something neat. Or he's about to get hit by a meteorite and he just doesn't have anything he can do about it. So you can brand a Pokemon, they are good and competitive. True! I think it's Vicious Rend, right? Or no, that's it. Dracovish knows some kind of move that's like crazy strong for a water type. Yeah, Vicious Rend, yeah. And then we have Shminas. Yo! It goes first, and if it goes first, it's double damage. Oh, jeez. Yay! Piplup in a grass field. Actually, this kind of looks like the Piplups in the green thing that happens when you're about to do a fight in like Gen 4. Very cute. Piplup Shmina. Fun fact, I actually really like Piplup. I'm more of a Turtwig guy, but out of like the Turtwig, Charmander, Piplup, my favorite, or not Charmander, Chimchar, I go Turtwig, Piplup, Chimchar, and I like Piplup a lot. I like Empoleon. Did I get the type right though? I had no idea what I was doing. Shmina, yeah, Piplup's a water type. Piplup is a starter water type for Gen 4. So yeah, you totally got it right. Yeah, I loved it too. I was always a big fan. I like Piplup's design. Anyway. But no, you did great. Nice work, Shmina. Very cute too. Oh, hi King Creeps. Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome in. Wait, why is my alert not making any noise? Uh-oh, I gotta fix that. Hi everyone. We're playing some Gartic Phone. We're drawing some, at this moment, oh my god, am I peaking? Why is my mic peaking? 1 second. Sorry about that. I don't know why my mic is peaking. I'm not even speaking directly into it. I'm off to the side. Welcome in everyone. We're doing water type Pokemon Gartic Phone. We have some very lovely drawings so far. Oh, here, let me do a little slash shout out at King Creeps. Welcome in. What were you guys doing? Here's some lovely drawings so far. If you guys would like to join, the link is at the top of chat. And then we have... haven't seen you in forever. We were doing some Gartic as well. Nice. What were you drawing? Well, what did you have any? What was your favorite drawing that you did, King? And we got Metro's drawing, which is oh, I forget her name, but the cool water type gym leader from like Gen 8. Yeah, or is it Gen 9? Crap, I forget which one it is. Nessa. That's such a good Nessa. Mostly OC stuff. Oh, it took 2 hours to do 2 rounds. Oh wow, I'm much faster with my rounds. But if you love what you draw, I can see why you do that. Wait, let's zoom in on. Oh god, no, we got to avoid the feet. Look out. Oh, that's such a good Nessa. Also, great movement, by the way, Metro. Like, this is not just a Nessa that's just kind of T-posing. This is a Nessa with like some movement. this is Nessa that with like some direction going on here. The wave of the hair, the hand flick. She looks totally unconcerned. Such a good drawing. I'm very bad at full character drawings because I can't get that movement down, which is really hard to do, I think. So huge props, Metro. Great job, everyone. All right, let's see what else. Let's see. We've done water types. We could do more Pokemon. We could do other things. I could roll a dice. Should I roll a dice and see what Pokemon type it lands on, and we have to do that? What do you guys think? Our own Pokemon types? Well, just whatever. We were gonna roll a dice and pick a Pokemon from that typing. All right. Hi, Jelly. Welcome in. All right, here. Let me do Pokemon Randomizer, and I'll just random Pokemon generator. Okay. Let's see. Generate one Pokemon, all regions, all types. All right. Whatever Pokemon this generates to, I'll pick. Let me see what it becomes. No, it was a Wartortle. We've already done water. Ignore the Kelmiko song. Ignore that song. Let me. It's a good song, but we're not gonna listen to that one. Wait, we're not listening to that one either. There we go. Exactly by Jam. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're going back. Never mind. If it's your jam, we'll listen to it. I meant make up our own Pokemon type with a new Pokemon. Oh, you could do this. You could do that. Ooh, electric types. We got an Electros as the option, so we'll say electric types. All right. So the goal of this is to draw an electric type. Any electric type, any at all, can be monotype, can be multi-type. Is there anybody who would like to join? I see we have Jay Wizzy and Fungi in, as well as Rawman. We have moderation on, so we should be good to go. And draw. All right. Fun guy is me. Okay, thanks, Jelly. All right, I'll skip to the next song only because this is a lot to listen to while drawing. Let's go with this one. Well, actually, no. Let's go with... Okay, give me a second. You guys draw. I'll find the music that I want to play right now. Actually, I do kind of like this song a lot. Wait, where's my playlist? I have a playlist, but I can't find it. Oh, it's upbeat video game music playlist is what I need to be searching for. Where's my upbeat video game music play? Actually, fine. I'll worry about it later. All right, what's a good electric type? Electric types. What do I like for types? I like Pawmon. Pawmon I kind of have a soft spot for. I'm definitely not doing Pikachu because I've drawn Pikachu way too many times, including weird variants of Pikachu. Ooh, I could draw Mary. Ooh. I'm gonna draw this one. What? Yeah. But yeah, we're mainly drawing Pokemon because I was just helping a friend with a Pokemon tournament that they ended up basically sweeping at a few days ago. So I'm like, I got Pokemon on the mind. It was all streamed too, so I keep rewatching other people's perspectives from it. Honestly, that's kind of half the fun, is watching somebody else react to a Pokemon game. It was really funny watching like some of the commentary. This was a Cobblemon server set up by oh god, Kairu and Orion. I know Orion more than I know Kairu, but it's a VTuber Cobblemon server. And Orion is actually really good. By the way, Orion's like overqualified for everything. Orion's a very smart guy, and he was doing like Pokemon commentary the whole time. He's very good at it too. Honestly, he could be like an announcer for like a sporting event if he really wanted to. I just realized Tyranitar kind of looks like Bowser. Also, this is not a pure Tyranitar. This is the future version. That's like electric and rock. So holistically more weak to ground type moves. Look at this large Chungus. Yeah, he's so big. I do kind of like this. This is an Area 0 Pokemon. Ah! Hi, JK! Thanks for the bonk. I think unfortunately my alerts are kind of quiet right now. I don't know why. It's kind of dumb. I need to fix them. How are you, JK? Music loud? Is music too loud? The music is a little too loud. I'll pick it something quieter. My bad. I need people to tell me if the music is too loud. I can't tell. Let's set it to... Oh, you know what? There we go. Something a little calmer. A little bit more Deltarune. God, I can't wait till Deltarune Part 5. I say that like every time I listen to Deltarune music. I love Deltarune. It's such a good game. Oh, I just had somebody earlier this stream, lady, recommend me a new RPG style game that they said was kind of similar to Omori. So I'm gonna have to try it. I guess it's called In Space and Time, or In Time and Space. Seemed really interesting. I saw a trailer for it online really briefly before before we started drawing. Seems really cool. Kind of has like almost a Steven Universe kind of aesthetic, although maybe I'm just like recency biasing that. Oh, I forgot to ask, how are you, JK? How goes things? Really good Rocky Road, and I'm ew. Oh, I wish I had ice cream right now. I wish I had ice cream right now. God, I found a really good. Okay, maybe this is TMI. I am, in fact, surprise, surprise, lactose intolerant, which sucks. I found an ice cream that I can eat. It has no lactose in it. You gotta order it online, but it's like legitimately good ice cream. Not any of those like frozen, like dairy-free ice creams that are like, like it's really good ice cream, and I was so happy. But it's kind of expensive, so I don't get it very frequently. The nuts are all chocolate-covered nuts. Ooh. Oh, that's even better. Although I'm not really big into, God, I gotta make sure I don't say this in a way that's clippable. Almonds or walnuts in my desserts. With exceptions. With exceptions. There's some crumbles that are actually very good that I like. God, I love Deltarune music, man. Something about it. It's just such a weirdly hopeful music. Anyway, sorry. Every time I eat them, my throat itches. But wait, what? JK, are you allergic to nuts? JK, are you allergic to nuts and you're eating them? Like, there's a difference, in my opinion, there's a difference between being lactose intolerant and being straight up allergic to something. JK. Don't tee-hee me. That's an EpiPen waiting to happen. Alright, just make sure you have something for anaphylactic shock in case. Just like on an in case, okay? I don't want to read. I don't want to watch this week in the internet and it's chills going. This week, VTuber JK, who was allergic to nuts, ate an entire sitting of Rocky Road and it went into anaphylactic shock. Like, I don't want to hear that, alright? I know that's not actually something that happens to everybody who's allergic to nuts, but just be careful, alright? It'll be fine. Alright. Alright. I guess I can't say anything. I eat butter and cheese all the time, but man, I know somebody who's like allergic to shellfish, and I always forget like shellfish allergies are like no joke. Like some shellfish allergies you can't like kind of are like very much on the similar vein to peanut allergies for how like devastating they can be, if not careful. I'm lucky. I have a lot of allergies, but I don't have any allergies that are life-threatening in any way. Which honestly, I'll take a lot of allergies over something that could be actually dangerous. But it also means I take tissues with me constantly everywhere I go. On certain days, depending on where I live. There's some places in the country where I have absolutely no allergies, and those are kind of nice. I typically eat frozen yogurt over ice cream. I kind of like frozen yogurt to an extent. I'll get frozen yogurt at like a place where you go in and they like you can like pull out like the self-serve frozen yogurt stuff. I'll do that. Ooh, when I was really young, I lived next to kind of like almost like a bodega in a way. Even though that's not technically what it was. And I would go there after school. Everybody would go there after school. I think that was in like middle school. And they had like shakes, soft serve ice cream, little market stands with everything, ice cream sandwiches with like really good ice cream sandwiches, like not like the ones where they skimp out on like the chocolate chips around the ice cream, like they're actually really good ice cream sandwiches. And we would go there. My mom would take me and my brother there every day, almost every day, unless we had like soccer or football practice. And there'd be other kids there, and we would all like, I'd order like soft serve ice cream and my brother would order a shake. And it was so fun. It was great too because it was often like during the summer, so we would be able to get like all the really good stuff. And we wouldn't feel bad because we were like all sweating and stuff. So I love soft serve. However, it always gave me brain freeze, like every time. Oh, Monkey Man, thank you so much for the follow. Man, is the thing still not working? Hi, Monkey Man. I'm sorry, that should be playing a noise, but it is not. It's been kind of a little messed up for today, but hello. Okay. How are you? But yeah. Ooh, what do you guys like for ice cream? If you guys eat ice cream at all, how are you doing? I'm doing very fine. Thank you for asking. How goes it for you two? I've been trying different ice creams. I used to be and sometimes I'll power through ice cream. I used to be purely a chocolate ice cream kind of guy. And while I don't have ice cream a lot anymore, occasionally I'll be like, screw it, I want some ice cream, and I'll get some like really interesting stuff from the store. I'm good. I also like ooh, interesting. I don't see a lot of people be a strawberry ice cream enjoyer, but I respect the strawberry ice cream enjoyers. They know what they like. I'm not a big strawberry ice cream guy, but I do like. I do sometimes like strawberries on like desserts. Like strawberries on cake and stuff, I like a lot. I need to actually make more fruit cakes. I actually really like. I still am riding the high of making a blueberry olive oil cake. Strawberries are fire. Yeah, true. Strawberries. I love eating just as is. Like I will go to the store and search for a good batch of quality like strawberries, and I will finish them all in 2 days easily. I love strawberries. They're my favorite. They would be, I think, my favorite fruit if I could get them consistently. Yo, Peak. Hi, big fat ball hair. Oh my god. What? All right, I'm gonna say hair. Oh crap! None of that works. Is that Tyranitar? This is technically the Scarlet and Violet. We're doing electric types. This is the Scarlet and Violet electric type Tyranitar. This is called, I forget what it's called. It's called Iron Thorns. So yeah, badass. Thank you. I am using a bit of a reference sheet, but I like him. I finished mine. Nice. I'll give people a little bit more time because we're going slow. Mint Choco is good. I don't like mint. Let's talk about cousin Banana Choco. I'm very unsure about whether or not I like banana in ice cream. Oh, also, for those who are wondering, we usually don't take more than like around 20 minutes for a drawing. So I'll say we got about another 5 to 10 minutes. Mint is great. I do respect mint enjoyers. It's just not my jam. It's not my flavor. There's a lot of good ice cream flavors though. There's like, I used to adore mint chocolate, but now I love vanilla. Honestly, vanilla is underrated. Like if you get yourself a good quality vanilla ice cream, like vanilla bean or something like that, it's legitimately really good. You don't even really need toppings on it. Although vanilla is, I think, the best ice cream for toppings. If you're a topping enjoyer, yeah. No, like a good quality vanilla bean, it's very nice. But you gotta make sure it's like good quality ice cream, because sometimes you get ice cream that's like way too much. What's the right way to say it? It like almost tastes too much like milk in a way, rather than like actual like the flavor. Like there's a lot of vanilla ice creams that skimp out on the vanilla flavoring. So they don't quite taste right, which I detest. I detest that. Do you like shakes? Funny enough, not really. I think it's because shakes give me headaches too quickly. I think shakes give me a bit of a headache, so I don't have them as much, and they become a little goopy. I don't like the goopiness of shakes. I kind of prefer the more firmness of ice cream or the middle ground of soft serve or gelato. I don't get gelato much, obviously, because there's not a lot of like gelato places in general, but I really like gelato. For those who don't know what gelato is, it is an Italian form of ice cream that is a bit, it's kind of weird. It's got like egg in it, and it's kind of like a different consistency a little bit from ice cream, but I love it. It's really good. Unfortunately, it combines the two things that I'm technically allergic to, which is lactose and egg. Whoops. Milk ice cream is one I'd love to try. It's big in Hokkaido. Interesting. I guess if it was specifically made to kind of be milk flavor, I could give it a pass. Also, let me turn the music to something a bit more upbeat. Yeah. Oh, this goes into more depressing Deltarune music, so I'm going to go to Doki Doki Literature Club music because that's always happy. All right, I'm done. Nice, nice, nice. I'd say we still got at least 4 minutes, so if people want to finish up, go ahead. Well, I try to figure out what I'm going to make my giant Tyranitar be doing that makes him look kind of happy. Look at this silly guy. He's got to be doing something, right? Looks like, actually, it kind of looks like he's out to give a hug. Doki Doki Literature Club happy? Yeah, it's a happy, fun time. If you love, you know, very calm, not disturbing at all, visual novels, it's definitely the one to do. There's a whole generation who knows nothing about Doki Doki Literature Club. Isn't that crazy? Didn't Doki Doki Literature Club come out in 2014? When did Doki Doki Literature Club come out? When did Doki Doki Literature Club come out? I gotta Google this actually now. Give me 1 second. Oh no, it was 2021. No, that's Doki Doki Literature Plus. Oh, okay. It came out in 2017. Oh my god, Doki Doki Literature Club is almost 10 years old. Oh, I saw that, JK. That was so dumb. It said, was it that it violated like terms of service? It was so stupid. I think I like that's just dumb. Like, yeah, it's a little dark, but like just slap a warning label on it. Don't take it off of the Google store. It's free. And well, luckily there's plenty of other places to play it, and I don't think playing it on your phone is the best way to do Doki Doki Literature Club anyway. But like, dude, that's so stupid. Anyway, unnecessary. Oh, hi, Ostrich Lover. Ooh, I do also enjoy an ostrich, although I'm more of an Ocasuary kind of guy. Hello, hello. Do you guys know what Ocasuaries look like? They're such a sick-looking bird. They got blue on them. They kind of look like dinosaurs. I've seen one before. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. We're drawing some electric-type Pokemon. I'm drawing, I think it's called Iron Thorns, which is an electric-type Tyranitar. As an epic drawing, holy, thank you. Admittedly, I am using a bit of a reference, so this is not purely of my own free skill. I am getting a little bit of an assistance, but mainly because I don't think I can finish this drawing freehand at all. But yeah, we should be opening up the lobby in, let's say, like 3 minutes. Done, but I need to Google, so I hope I got the topic right. Oh, no worries, no worries. Nah, but still, it's insanely good. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Everybody here is really good at drawing. I always am shocked by how awesome everyone is at Gartic Phone. It's some of my favorite things to stream in general. Let's do this. Yeah, I was talking a lot about competitive Pokemon earlier, which I find very fascinating. I won't re-dive into that tangent. Gartic Phone is getting me out of Art Block, lol. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Gartic Phone honestly is nice as like a stream reset for me, because it's a very chill thing. I don't get to talk. This is like my version. Oh god, this is like my version. I wish you go to sleep after this. You probably should, Shmina. You probably should. Ever see a giraffe-necked weevil? I have not, Monkey. You know what? Let me Google that real quick. What do you mean a giraffe-necked weevil? I know what a weevil is. Oh. Okay, I've seen a picture of it. It's a very cute looking fella. Honestly, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm guessing you heard that Gartic added the 1 pixel brush. It did? I have not heard that. I admittedly have not heard that. Interesting. The 1 pixel brush. Is that really going to be very helpful for me? Click on your keyboard and draw. Wait, on my keyboard? Wait. Oh! Huh. Yo, thanks for the tip, Ostrich. That's interesting. Oh, I didn't know it could do that. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Add 1 to 9, and 1 to 9 is different brush sizes also. Wait, really? Oh, whoops. I should probably hit. 1 second. Wait, that's really helpful. Oh my god. Wait, that's really cool. And that's way easier to swap between than the other stuff. Yo, Ostrich, thanks. That's sick. I'm partial to the tea flavored ice creams. Ooh, like green tea, Earl tea, Thai. Ooh, I'm not big on tea, but I think it should definitely try some tea. I've tried some tea sherbets. I'm glad it could help. Yeah, thank you. Oh, and I go back to immediately doing this. All right, I know how to finish this up, and then we'll hit stop. Perfect. And they also fixed the fill tool now, so it doesn't have to leave white specks after you fill the area. Thank you. That's actually huge. That's actually huge. We'll do this. Ooh, and maybe I can make this stuff look a little bit nicer by doing like actually no, back like this. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I think we're good. Everyone ready? Let's end it. Looks good. Thank you. I do like my free hugs, Iron Thorns. I guess you don't really want to hug somebody named Iron Thorns. I guess that might be a bit of a do I want to hug this thing? But you know what? You should give him a chance. You should give this dude a chance. Funny enough, I think Tyranitar is actually still considered a better Mon than Iron Thorns, but maybe I'm incorrect. I like Tyranitar. Tyranitar's sick. I'd use him way more if it didn't take so long to evolve him. But it takes so long to get that Tyranitar. Whoa, it looks like everyone's done some insane options. I wish I could show you rather seductive hypno I drew on another stream. You can save your pictures. You can save your pictures down. Admittedly, if you ever at me on Twitter, I'll almost always respond something. What's your favorite Pokemon? I always say Turtwig was my first Pokemon ever, so I say Turtwig Torterra. Oh, bet I saved it. Yeah. All right. Also, for context, I do have a Discord. It is not in any form or fashion a thing that you need to join. It is literally just for me to post my schedule and stuff. Yeah. My free hug, Iron Thorns. We shall save it. It's also where I post all the pictures after we're done drawing them. And then we have... Could I join? Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. I'll post it. The thing is, I don't leave my Discord link out open because we've had some weird instances in the past of somebody stalking one of our members, and we had to do like a quick cut everything out type of situation. But that's past. I just keep it off for like safety reasons in general. Let's see. Invite to server. Copy. There we go. I'll just post that there again. just make sure if you do join, read the rules. But oh my god, those are so cute. Those are so cute, Straub. Oh my god. Wow, the Pokemon Company should call you to do like fan art for this stuff. That's such a cute little guy. Oh my god. All right, we shall continue. Or little guys, technically. Whoa! Square! Oh my god, I love the composition of this thing. I love the composition. I love the colors too of the city. Like, wow. Here, I'm gonna zoom in even more. Give me 1 second. Let me zoom in even more on this. I love, this would be such a cool Pokemon card. This would be such a cool like setup for a Pokemon card. Like the stylized background, the lightning coming out, zooming in on the legendary. This would be so cool for like an actual I forget, the Regieleki Pokemon card. Dude, this is sick. All right, next up. Like, oh, I didn't do electric Pokemon. No, that's fine. Oh, this dude. Regieleki. Gotcha. Oh, this is such a good one too. I like the motion Shmina. I forget this dude's name. Is it Tornado? It's not Tornadoes. It's Thundurus, right? This is a Thundurus form. I never quite understood the different forms of those Pokemon, but yeah. That's so cool. Man, I like his face too. And it's very thin. Is this the one line pen? Anyway, this is really cool. I have no idea, lol. Hey, it's cool. It's cool and that's all that matters. Next, we have Metro with... Oh, you know what, Metro? I'm gonna forgive you because I love Cynthia and I love Garchomp, even though I know this is not Garchomp. This is technically Gible. Or no, this is Gabite. This is Gabite. However, oh my god, this is an amazing drawing. Like, it's deceptively simple looking, but the motion and the color control you have over this stuff, like, this is so good. This is like sneaky good. I also love the you did like a different outfit for Cynthia. You did like cargo pants and like a very form-fitting shirt, which is really sick. I did use a reference, regardless. Also, like, I loved your art because unlike my art, you're like very much more intentional with your lines. Your lines are very like your line work is very clean. Like, that's some clean line work. I wish my line work was that good. So very nice. All right. Next up, we have Ramen. Oh wait, let me move over. Yo, a double feature. Oh crap! I forget the. I know this is the Alolan. Was it weird Pokemon guy? I forget. Oh shoot! What's this guy's name? Crap! It's the Ball Belly Baba Xurkitree and Bellibolt. There we go, Bellibolt. I kind of like Bellibolt. He's kind of silly. I always forget Bellibolt's eyes are actually like these, right? These are Bellibolt's eyes, and this is technically like the fake eyes, right? Or am I kind of weird on that? A lot of people I realized like Xurkitree. I never played the Alolan Pokemon game, so I actually don't have a whole lot of connection to those. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, which is weird too. I don't like that. I wish these were his eyes. But nice job, Robin, right? Nice job. Going for the double Pokemon feature. Very nice. It's just a bunch of chords. Yo! And we have a Jay Wizzy doing a particular study on Xurkitree. I love how, like, spiky his head looks. Like, it looks like you could wave him around like a mace. And the color scheme's very nice. Very nice. Oh, this is so cool. Another Xurkitree. Yeah, we had two people with the same idea for Xurkitrees. You'd be surprised how many people I see draw Xurkitree. I think I've done Pokemon in the past, and people did, like, their favorite Pokemon, and it was Xurkitree. Like, at least two others. I was kind of shocked. Get it? Kind of shocked. Anyway, bad joke. Very nice. Very nice, Jay. We have Fungi. Yo! Oh, it's such a cute Joltik, and I love the little electricity lines you did with the stuff. Oh, so cute. Also, very nice eye, by the way. This is a very highly detailed eye. You love to see it. Oh man, these are all awesome. Everyone's done such an amazing job. This is W Lobby. This is. I'm always so lucky. Everybody comes in and they're also good at art. Wow. Wow. I need to really get better with my backgrounds. I end up kind of just drawing my character, and as you see, drawing him and then doing like just a basic background. I need to incorporate stuff a bit more. I gotta trust myself. Anyway, we continue. So now we have welcome, cool nickname. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, Straub, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Would you guys believe me if Gartic Phone was really the best way for me to get followers? It's kind of crazy. I streamed, to be fair, I haven't streamed a lot recently, so, but Gartic Phone's very fun. Isn't Flabébé smaller or lighter? I don't know. Flabébé is... I actually don't know. I don't know the heights and weights of kind of the older Pokemon. The newer ones kind of, or sorry, of the newer Pokemon. Well, I guess Flabébé isn't even new. Flabébé is Pokemon Black. Oh my god. Flabébé is almost 10 years old. Well, Zygarde cells are probably the smallest. Probably? Oh, does the Zygarde cell even really count as a Pokemon? No, it's XY? Oh, you're right, because the introduction of fairy types was XY. I'm heading to bed now, though. Have fun, everyone. Oh, Shmina, thank you so much for drawing. Have a wonderful night's sleep. All right, let's just keep it rolling. I'll roll another dice and we'll see what mons we get. We'll see what mons we get. It was so much fun. I'm happy. Okay, Pokemon randomizer. Oh, Ruby, thank you so much for the raid. Shout out tab at Ruby. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. It's like a half mon. All right, let me go. What were you playing? Let me do a little. All right, generate. Oh. Okay, we're gonna do a double feature because I just got a Haunter, and a Haunter is a poison ghost type. So we'll go ghost or poison types. So you guys can pick of the two. I'll give you a little bit more leeway. Guilty Gear 2, but it sucks, so I swapped to Strive. Oh, have you played any? I haven't played any of the new additions to Strive yet. I need to. The Dynasty Warriors one? Oh. I haven't played Guilty Gear 2. I actually haven't played Dynasty Warriors either. But that's cool. I need to get into Strive. I need to play Jam. I haven't played Jam yet. Anyway, if anybody from RubyStream would like to join, the link is at the top of chat. Feel free. Otherwise, we're going to hop back into Masterpiece, and we're going to draw some poison and or ghost types. Strive 2.0 is so cool. I've heard good things. I've also heard Potemkin got nerfed. For those who don't know, I hate Potemkin. But not because I hate the players of Potemkin. It's just because I never beat a Potemkin player. Ever. In Strive. Legitimately. Which sucks. Worst part is I play a Potemkin counter. I'm just bad at playing against Potemkin. Anyway. All right, we're gonna start. Poke got his walk speed buffed. I did see that. Lady told me it got buffed 2%, which is that like significant? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that's actually a significant amount. Okay, well, interesting. Okay. It's time to draw. It feels way faster. Interesting. All right, so I was gonna draw Dragalge because that's what Shiva was using for the tournament 2 days ago. However, I already drew Dragalge for something. His Aegis Reflect was also changed. Oh, interesting. I'll need to read through like a whole like list of all the changes because I actually still don't fully know everything that changed. I was told Wild Assault got taken out, which I was a little surprised by. I thought that Wild Assault was actually kind of a neat mechanic. Didn't even seem that game breaking at all. It's a long list. I'll have to read it then. I'll have to read it. Okay, let's look up poison types. Poison. Wild Assault was bad. Oh, really? Let's see. Ghost type. Have you had a chance to play Jam yet? I haven't even gotten Jam. I need to look to see if she seems like a fun character to play. I bet you didn't know that there's a difference between red, blue, and white variants. For Wild Assault? No, actually I didn't. I'm trying to think if I did, but no. Jam is super cool. Oh, nice. I want to play Jam. Jam looks sick. What to draw? What to draw? You know what? Let's go with... You know, I know what I'm going to draw. I know what I'm going to draw. I know what Pokemon I'm going to draw. I like Jam's music. Personally, I'm waiting for Robo-Kai. I'm aware Robo-Kai is coming out. It does seem interesting. I'm curious, do you think he'll play like... Do you think they'll try to make him play... Oh, no, he probably won't play like Kai. But they'll probably make him very different. But I'm curious. I've heard very interesting things. I know a lot of people like Robo-Kai. Robo-Kai, my beloved. All right, let's do this one line real quick. Wait, no. Back. Let's do this. I'm gonna try to do the thin line drawing. Also, let me adjust my background a little bit and do more like this. There we go. Aha. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, I it's been a minute, but I do like playing Guilty Gear. His ACR, he plays in ACR, he plays nothing like regular Kai. Really? What does he do? I thought he had like, does he not have like a sword? Or does he have like a sword, but his moves are just so wildly different? Hmm. His move list is more set play based, huh? Set play and zoning, interesting. He has projectiles and his entire kit revolves around like a heat mechanic. Interesting, so they'll probably bring that back in, presumably. He doesn't have a tension meter. Really? Huh. So he might be a very interesting, like, different kind of character to play. So if you overheat, you explode. Wait, that's really funny. That's really funny, actually. And you can tell if you're overheated by the fact that your head turns red. That's actually sick. Man, I hope they keep that then. That sounds like a really funny, funny character. You overheat by using special moves or playing too defensively. Oh, so you really got to manage that. So it's like a negative penalty times 2. Also, your opponent explodes if they're close. Wait, do you die if you explode, or do you just take a lot of damage if you explode? He's super weird. Like, could you hypothetically purposely make yourself explode? Oh, okay, so you could hypothetically make yourself explode to deal damage to your opponent. Oh, let me go back a little bit. Yeah, but you can't follow up if you explode. Okay, so you could do it kind of like as a last hit almost. Or like a last resort. Since you put it on a hard knockdown. Okay, gotcha. He has like rockets and hammers and lasers. Oh wait, that's sick. That's really cool. I like this silly guy. I think I'm doing a good job with this fella. Ooh, I know what I want. His 2HS is especially mean if your opponents don't know they can tech out of the air. Huh. You're great, by the way. My brother loves this guy. He's neat. It's funny. This was actually one of the Pokemon I don't know what his name is. His name's Trevenant. This is one of the Pokemon I was most scared about in the tournament a few days ago because Trevenant is like a sneaky, strong grass type. Like Trevenant knows Wood Hammer, and it was one of the few Pokemon that I knew could 100% one-shot Tyranitar. Like, this guy is, like, sneaky strong as a Ghost Grass type. Also, resistant to, or neutral to poison. He loved playing him in Unite before he dropped it. Ooh, I never played Unite, actually. I should. Well, actually, I don't know if I should. I know it's, like, kind of like League of Legends, and I'm not a big... Oh, sorry, I put my pen in my mouth. I'm not a big League of Legends player. I'm making a little Rookidee to put in his hand. He's like, look at this little friend I found. Guilty Gear 2 Overture was lame, though. Aw. Well, I've only ever played Guilty Gear 1. I've heard some of the other Guilty Gears would be fun to try, but I don't know if I'd be able to commit enough time to them to actually learn. Valentine was pretty cool, but so jarring seeing everyone be Castlevania-fied. Guilty Gear 1 is hilarious. Really? Really? What makes it hilarious? All right, I'm gonna try to cook a little bit and make this guy a reasonable color. Let's do this, and then set him to this. Actually, let's set him even bigger. Let's set him to 9. Get a low. Actually, no. Let's go back. Set this thing to not 9. This is probably fine. Everyone has an infinite. Well, then does that mean just if you hit somebody, whoever hits someone first can kind of just win if they're doing it right, and the other person's not quite? Roman cancels don't technically exist, but if you use a respect, you can cancel it into a special, which you can cancel into a respect. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what that means. The Roman cancel I do. I don't know what a respect is. Respect is the opposite of a taunt where your guy says something to your opponent. Oh, really? Huh. I didn't know that. Has no other intended use. No other intended use, but I guess an applicable use then. That. 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 A little bit there, and then we could do like and this for like that, and then it was an inspiration for Roman cancels. Oh. Thanks for all this history, by the way, Ruby. I'm very not familiar with a lot of the history of Guilty Gear stuff. So I'm not saying this to be like, oh, ooh, interesting, ooh, but like I actually don't know a lot of this, so this is kind of neat. So it was. Oh no, I read that. Woohoo! I'm wondering. Wait, there was a Pokemon fighting game at one point. I was like, oh, I wonder if they'll ever make a Pokemon fighting game. But there was at one point. I just don't know if it was very popular. No, that's fine. I didn't think much of your reactions. Okay, cool. Ah. There you go. Pokken Tournament. Yeah, Pokken was so good. I actually never got a chance to play it. I don't know what people thought of it. It definitely looked cool, but I don't know. I don't know like who was good, if any of the characters were actually that good. To be honest, when I played it, I thought it was fun for the weekend tier. Oh, that's fair. Not all games need to be played forever. To be honest, when I played it, I thought it was... Oh, I read that. Fun for the weekend tier. Yeah, there's quite a few fighting games, but I've never really gotten a whole lot into any outside of Strive, just because I really liked Strive's music, and after that I was like, well, I guess I could try to get into the other ones, but I don't know. I know they're gonna have a Marvel fighting game coming out soon, which does look a little interesting, and I know it's from the same, kind of the same people as Guilty Gear. So maybe I'll consider checking that one out, but I don't know for certain. Oof. Unfortunately, my Rookidee is kind of very scuffed. That is a horrifically scuffed Rookidee. I might need to change him up a little bit. I won't let me join Discord. No. Well, I'm sorry, Straub. You know why? Maybe I used up too many here. I can post the server a second time. I don't know. It might... I don't think I've got any general preventions on it, outside of like every so often like we'll ban someone, but I don't think you've been to the server and I banned you, so I'll assume it's just a weird glitch. No, maybe I'll clean up Rookedy a little. Let's do like we'll clean up Rookedy a little. Let me know, yeah. I think I had a limited number of joins for each of the portals, so that's probably what happened. Let's do that. Ooh, okay, wait, let's do this. There. And do that. So we can set this up reasonably. Alright, I'm going to set this Rookedy up for life. Alright. So we got that. Wave high to Straub. How's everyone doing drawing-wise, by the way? Oh, hey, Ken! Hello, hi, Nishi! Shout out at Ken. Ah, God, the music's still not working. That's so weird. I'll have to figure that out later. Hey. How were you streaming, Ken? More tales. More tales of series. Ah! Speaking of Guilty Gear, I'm gonna turn on the music a little bit. Now just doing some D&D prep. Oh, yo! Yeah, how did the D&D get... Oh, for those of you who don't know, Ken is currently my DM in a Dungeons & Dragons game that we play offline. I'm pretty go next session. Let's go. Anything important that came up? Did any good loot that Prosper will attempt to ask for? Oh, sure. It's all done. Nice. Prosper only missed trauma. Don't worry. Nice. That's what Prosper's whole attempt right now is to miss trauma. Actually, he won't. No, leave the poor fella alone. He's just doing his best. Ooh, Ken, I'm gonna be at some point. Prosper is going to attempt, and I wasn't gonna do this yet because I want to play it out in case we actually do it. I do think I'm gonna have Prosper make use of his newly found spell, Zone of Truth, at some point, just as a heads up. I won't say yet who Prosper's thinking about asking some questions to, but we will be zoning of truth somebody soon. Funny enough, not Corvus. I think Prosper kind of trusts Corvus now, but there is one or two people Prosper in character does in fact want to ask some stuff to. Hell, maybe I'll even ask my own party members. I don't know. For those of you who don't know, I play a paladin in a D&D game. His name is Prosper. He's very fun to play. However, both canonically and probably my own fault, he is horrifically misinformed or missing key information constantly that the rest of the party does in fact know. This was not simply just a bit. The dice just decided that that's how Prosper's gonna live his life, horrifically in the dark. So, he has recently acquired something that will help that out a little bit. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Oh. But yeah, I play D&D a little bit on my off time. Ken is a wonderful DM. At this point, now my longest DM. I've only been in one other campaign that's been anywhere near this long. And admittedly, my Dungeon Master for that was very good, but Ken does a wonderful job. Oh, and Ken, if you need to go for any reason, feel free. I'm just going to be listening to Guilty Gear music and drawing a Rookidee inside the hand of a Trevenant. Being too long is my specialty. No, I like the length. I've never been into like a. I honestly, to be completely honest, I didn't realize this campaign would be a long campaign, but I like it because I've never really done a long campaign where people are willing to stick with it and stuff. And it would have been tedious with a DM who's not good, but luckily I don't have that issue, so I'm very much enjoying this. See, I had thought I said that, but I think I only ever said to Canada and maybe Ocean. Well, to be fair, you didn't say it wouldn't be a long one, but I just didn't know. Hey, I didn't have really a whole lot of plans for my Sundays anyway. I like to take my Sundays easy, so I'm very much happy to spend a bit of time doing some D&D in the morning. I'm done. Nice, nice, nice. I'm almost done. I gotta get this Rookidee finished. Also, for those who don't know, this is the best Guilty Gear song. Just factually, this is the best. Radiant Dawn is in fact factually the best Guilty Gear song, and I will not be taking. Here, I'm just going to replay it too. I will not be taking suggestions. Radiant Dawn is in fact the best Guilty Gear song. I mean, this riff, dude. Here, let me just up the volume a little bit. Like this opening riff is just absolutely insane. Like, how could you not love this? Like, I can understand if maybe it's not your favorite genre of music, but oh my god, is it not the best Guilty Gear song? I also like Gravity. Let's see, what's a good Guilty Gear song with here? Oh, Like a Weed Naturally, of course, is also awesome. Sorry, we just ended up playing Guilty Gear music all stream now. Darkness rather than the breathless darkness of the world. She did not reject the light herself. She believes she's part of the way. I don't know the lyrics very well. I need to get better at it. I need to do karaoke stream, frankly. Let's see. What to do for the background? That's a gentle tiger. Yeah, I don't know how to do this right. Let's just do this. There we go. I like this. All right. My Trevenant is good. I'll skip the music, by the way, because even though I like this, it's a bit much. Well, honestly, this might be my... We might call after this, too, if we have no one else joining. Just because it is getting a little late for me, too, and I got to do a few things before tomorrow. So all of you, let me know if you are about good, and we could decide whether or not we want to end here. I realized I put Ghost or Poison, but I actually did just a plain flying type in here, but we'll just assume my Trevenant counts for everything. All right, is everybody good for me to stop in, like, let's say 2 minutes? Is everyone good? We seem to have 2 people who are about done. I'm good, nice. I saw that, Ramen. Why I say ramen? I guess your name is Raw Man. Ramen makes sense. Wator. It's an inside joke from 2007. Really? Interesting. I'm trying to remember if I know any inside jokes from 2007. All right. I'll assume that everybody has done a wonderful job and that you're all about done. So we'll say in in about 1 minute. 1 minute, unless I am told you need more time. If that's not the case, then we will simply do 1 minute out. All right, it's been about a minute. Nobody's mentioned everything, so I'm gonna assume everyone's good to go. All right, unless you guys can't type in chat, I'd assume the chat's absolutely fine. So, all right, let us stop now. Alright. Alright. We good? Alright, that's a good go for Metro. I think we're fine. Let's go. This is Cuphead music for those of you who don't know. Huh? Yay. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, here. What else we got for music that would be a nice background song for this stuff? Let's go with. All right, I gotta read. I gotta see if these are all good. Yep. All right, let's see. What's a good song to play right now? Let's go with. We can do this one. Damn, I noticed the detail right at the end that I missed. Oof. Sorry, Square. That's unfortunate. All right. I'm sure it still looks good. All right. Here's my Trevenant, who's showing off the Rookidee he caught. Just kind of sitting. I realized the Rookidee is in a completely different style than my Trevenant, which is on me. I should have fixed that a little bit, but oh well. I'm happy because I used a Trevenant that I didn't like. I used a reference, but I didn't use the same pose as the reference. P gets awesome. Thank you. I think my Trevenant came out really well. My Rookidee needed a little bit of work, but I was also not zoomed in on him. But I like how I changed his eye to make him look more happy, which I think worked out really well. But yeah, I'm honestly pretty happy here. I'll zoom in on it. Very nice. Thank you. So dynamic. Yay! That's what I was hoping. Except for the Rookidee. He's kind of just there, but I guess it's kind of his point. All right. Next up, we have Strawberry. Yo, the Mimikyu walking down a Halloween night, or just a late night at in Alola. Very cute, very pretty. I like how you left little streaks in it for light. I like the little sun, or the little sun in the background. That's finally being added to Pogo. Pogo? Oh, Pokemon Go. Oh, very cute. Save. All right. Let's keep it going. Looks like they're trick-or-treating. It does! Yo, Square! I love this scene too. The, oh my god, the Sableye. Looks like he almost is either upset or looks like he got caught with the light shining on him. Man, you have really great command over, like, but wait, how'd you even do that, by the way? Whoa, so you were just doing some awesome shading. That's really nice. Wow. Wow. That's really cool. And you didn't just do circle shades. You did like a little bit of weird angles. Oh, that's very nice. This is very pretty. All right. Next up, we have Metro. Yo! Oh my god, Metro, you're so good at like the white background, highly like movement-based Pokemon drawings. That is such a good, it's not Armorage, it's, shoot, I'm forgetting which name this one is. But my god, oh, the little like, too, like the little like, the stuff coming off the blades, too. The Ceruledge. Oh my god, that's such a cool, man. It's nice too because yours is such a very different style from everyone else's, but it's so nice. It's so pleasing to see. Honestly, it would be such a cool sprite in the game. Wow, man. Really just like really quickly scope that out. Oh, man, jeez. Didn't even have a lot of racing. So good. All right, we'll continue. Nice work, Metro. Ramen? Ooh. Oh, Cut Gen 2 Pokemon. Yo, that's kind of neat. I do know that I did think I saw Kyonpan in a Cobblemon server, so I did catch that one. Norawara I've never seen before, but that's cool. I like the it almost looks like a creepypasta in a way. I like the liberty you took with this ramen, and these are really cool. I can't judge for accuracy, but I'll say they look really neat. Yeah, it's interesting that they were cut. I kind of get why, because they don't quite look like Pokemon in a way. They look kind of different, but very neat, very cool, very clean too. All right, next up. We have Jay Wizzy. Yo! Wow, competing with Metro for the Pokemon on white background doing something cool battle. Like, wow. Also poison types. Yeah, poison types count. So nice. I love the expression on the Sneasler too, and the details on the claws. I like how you sketched it out and then did it. So nice. Like, oh my god. So cool. Oh, wait, here, let me change the music real quick. Let's do Koopa Beach. Wow, so nice. So cool. All right, we'll continue. And last one up is Fungi. We have, I forget the thing's name, but, like a little poison water type who's really defensive. And stuff. Oh, that's so cute. Honestly, it looks a little like a SpongeBob character. Actually, highly recommend it. Oh, cute. Such a cute pose. Yeah. Marini, honestly, I like the little broken coral in the corner here. I love it. The eyes remind me of the SpongeBob character. I don't know what it is. So cute. I love the background color too in the bubbles. It's just amazing. This is so cool. All right, Adventure Time. Oh, it does kind of look like Adventure Time too. I can get that. I get that. Oh man, so pretty. Does anybody want to save their drawings? I can go back and you can download them if you haven't already. Otherwise, we might call it there. I think it's getting a little late, and I should go get some rest. And I think a lot of people probably need to get some sleep too. So let me just do this real quick. Move it back here. All right. Nobody said that they needed their mon, so we'll call it there. I'll upload a couple of these to Discord. I don't know. We'll probably stream this Sunday too. I'm having a lot of fun. So next Sunday we'll probably do another Gartic phone run, and maybe we'll do something other than Pokemon this time and do something else. I love that. Not gonna lie. Yay! I'm glad. You got mine already, or you got yours already? Awesome. Well, here we'll run through everyone's one more time. Oh, the exclamation Discord does not work. I'll just repaste. I just have to manually repaste it every time. A little inefficient, I know, but oh wait, I can edit the link. Here we'll set. There we go. Expires after 6 hours. There we go. Digimon? I actually don't know really any Digimon. Maybe I should. But yeah. Anyway. Also, anybody who joined the Discord, please remember to read the rules. That's about it. Outside of that, it's just a Discord for updates. There's a website with all of them. All right, you know what? I accept the challenge, Ramen. I accept the challenge. I'll take a look. All right. That's everyone's mons. I think we're gonna call it. Oh, thanks for the follow, Ramen. I think I'll call it. I'm not. Normally I would raid, but I'm kind of. Oh, cool that they made a drawing. I didn't even catch that. Oh, cool. Wait, was this even a Pokemon? Oh, I think they're doing a maybe a Haunter. My bad. I didn't get to this one. Because I thought they just left. But that's cool. All right, I'll save that one down. Oh, wait, it looks like they were starting with something. I'm trying to think what they were starting with. What are they starting with? The little lizard guy. Anyway. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for having a wonderful time, or for having a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time. You guys made this wonderful. This was such a fun drawing night. I hope you all have. Well, let me skip the music to something else. 1 second. All right, this is too much. Maybe we do this song as a closeout. Yeah, that's a good closeout. I had a wonderful time. This was so much fun. You're all awesome drawers and stuff. I hope to draw with y'all again. Yeah, I'll keep this up. We'll keep doing this next Sunday and have a lot of fun, hopefully. All of you get good rest. I'll just cold end stream next time. During the weekdays, I'll raid to somebody. But we'll cold end stream tonight because I'm tired and I can't watch anyone else. So all of you, have a wonderful night. You're all amazing, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone. So fun, yay. I'm waiting. All right, I'm going to count down from 10 and end stream. 10, 9, 8, 6. Oh, what? Oh, God. 8, 7. God, I'm too tired. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.